You're watching the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week, presented by My 48. In the heart of Midway, North Carolina, it's a 3A rivalry. The Ledford Panthers, they want to come into town and play spoiler tonight. It's the first place Oak Grove Grizzlies for a dynamic Friday night for high school football. We welcome you to the Den here in the heart of Midway with the longtime West Forsyth coach, Adrian Snow. I'm Evan Budrovich. They call this rivalry the backyard brawl, Oak Grove and Ledford. Both programs have won the league title over the last 5 years. Adrian, what makes this rivalry special?
Well, I think it happened in 2017 when a part of Ledford became Oak Grove. So that's a big deal. Knowledge, they know each other. And like you said, in the morning, you want to be able to go to the store, talk about it, and it'll be a positive thing. So it should be good.
A local rivalry that makes high school football so great. For the keys for tonight's matchup, here's Matthew Gibson.
Thanks, Evan. Tonight we're in for an electric matchup. Last year, Oak Grove dominated this game, and they're looking to replicate that success. Earlier this week, we talked with Coach Karson, and he said that at this point in the season, every game is a conference championship game. So look for Oak Grove to come out with that type of energy. On the opposite side, Ledford has 3 guaranteed games left in this season. Coach Dobie said that in order for his team to come out victorious, they need to play physical, they need to start fast, and they need to avoid deficits. All that being said, this is a backyard brawl, so emotions are heavy in this game. Folks at home, get ready for this backyard brawl. You're in for a treat. Back to you, Evan.
Thanks, Matt. It's a local rivalry on the line. A lot of pride here in the heart of Midway. When we come back, who's going to come home with a big win tonight? It's homecoming here at Oak Grove. When we return, opening kickoff and lineups on our My 48 Game of the Week. A battle for league supremacy here in the Mid-Piedmont 3A Conference. Time now for our players to watch. And for Ledford, it starts at the quarterback position. Karson Phillips, first-year starter. What can the senior do tonight to help his Panthers?
Well, I think he's got to do a great job of distributing the football to the people that can make plays. So it'll be interesting. 9
touchdowns in the last 2 games for number 9 and Phillips. For Oak Grove, meanwhile, it's an electric linebacker. What a battle, Bradley Bird in the middle.
That's cool. He's a great player, young kid that's stepping up, doing a lot of great things for Coach.
Bird leads the league in tackles. He's 6th in the state in stops. It's a really good Oak Grove defense under Gil Maxwell. And how about our keys to the game, Adrian? For Ledford, Matt noted coming in a quick start. How do the Panthers get off to a fast start?
Well, I think it starts right off here, this first drive. You got to get them to feel good about themselves. They've gotten down late early, and now they got to get started fast.
And how about for Oak Grove? What makes this an important game tonight?
I think, again, you got to control emotions because they know everybody from the other sidelines. They got to do what they got to do, play their game, and get it done.
Ledford and Oak Grove, last 5 meetings, 4 one-score games. Ledford has not gotten over the hump, though, in this rivalry in 5 years. You talked to both coaches, Chris Dobie, Rob Karson. They said it. This is the inner city, inner county matchup. These two in North Davidson, all 3 schools. The kids all went to different schools together. They grew up together.
What do you say? Bradley Ford always went to Ledford football camps, and now here he is playing for Oak Grove. So that's a good thing.
These kids separated by a handful of miles, and there is real animosity here in Midway.
Man, Eli Fulcher going to see if he can knock it in the box off the gate.
The talented kicker who has 30 kick touchbacks this year. And the battle for Midway is underway. That time, a deep kick and a touchback. How about early on our Mountain Fried Chicken starting lineups offensively for Ledford? We noted Karson Williams, 2 running backs out tonight. So Dominique Arthur, the 3rd-string former JVer, this is a big task at the running back position.
Yeah, I think it's good. You got to get him started early. Give him something positive that he feels good about what's going on, and because don't let the motions get too big for him.
Dalen McClendon is battling a hamstring injury, but he's in the lineup right now. Number 25. We'll see how effective he can be. This is a pass-happy offense under Karson Williams. 200 yards passing a game. First play of the night. Phillips incomplete. Wants Seth Wiley. Good coverage from the linebacker Lathan Pruitt. Pruitt anchors this defense along with Bradley Bird. And on the defensive line, Ben Boulware, a Florida State offer, a Georgia offer. He's a big presence.
He's a big kid. You know, Coach talked about he's going to pass to set up the run this week. So here we go.
Tremendous size in this defense. Second down run. And that's real short, 1 yard. Great pursuit by guess who? Bradley Bird.
Yeah, power read. Started off just power read, going to read it, or pin and pull, exactly what it was. I saw the puller.
95 tackles for Bird. He's 6th in the state, and as a freshman was top 10 in the state in tackles. Sets up 3rd and 9. Phillips. Here's McClendon. He's hit. Big stick. And Adrian, how about the pursuit of this Oak Grove defense?
Coach Maxwell's got them going well early. He tried to run a little draw there to make something happen, and they sniffed it out. Was basically he's acting like he's sprinting out, and he just ran the draw. And like I said, Oak Grove didn't fall for it, and here they are.
Gil Maxwell noted his linebackers are the best unit right now coming in. Great pursuit from Karson Sing. Here's the punting unit. That's a good boot right at midfield. And the ball will die there at the 47. Excellent field position for Oak Grove.
Didn't take the bounce, but you want them to catch the ball if they can. That's a pet peeve of Snow's to try to get them to do it, but at least he didn't get a roll.
Here's the Mountain Fried Chicken starting lineup. Winston-Salem's original fried chicken that's not greasy. You know what else isn't greasy? The hands of Karson Williams. 12 touchdowns in the backfield.
Yeah, he stirs the drink here. He's a great player. Does a great job for him.
Grayson Treadway operates on first down. Here's Williams. Nice hole. And Williams gets 5 on first down. How important is the running game tonight for Oak Grove?
I think he sets it up for them. That's what they are. They run a little option there. They ran counter, pulled 2 guard and a tackle, and gave it to the horse.
Oak Grove averages 7.5 yards a carry with Williams. A 2,000-yard career rusher. He is one of the best running backs in the triad. You may not have heard of him, but he'll be playing college football next year. Now second down. Williams again, and he's demolished. Great stop by this defensive line of Ledford, including Marshall Brown in on the stop. Trent Silvestri, the first-year starter at linebacker. This is a young defense, 6 new starters, but they're playing well.
Yeah, he's doing well early, which is good. You want to try to get him, got a good third down here. Need a good third down stop. Get the ball back.
It's the Mountain Fried Chicken starting lineup. Winston-Salem's original fried chicken. Here's 3rd and short. Movement, and 5 free yards.
Yeah, I mean, that's something Coach Dobie talked about, trying to play clean. You don't want to give them a first down. Make them earn it. And there they didn't do that.
Jackson Cook, the encroachment with our lead referee tonight, calling that one out. Gary Russ. Here's Chris Dobie, longtime assistant, now 10 years as the head coach as well here at Ledford. 162 wins in his Ledford tenure. He lives and breathes Ledford football.
Loves it. Fiery coach. Was with a lot of great coaches there. Good man.
Now a first down. Here's a toss to Williams. Gets a block. And a trip in the backfield. Great pursuit. That was Jaden Glenn on the run, and a better stop by Gunnar Broom, the linebacker.
Nice job stringing it out, run a little option play. They strung the option out and then let Flo tackle the pitch, which was awesome. Nice job. 85, trying to get off the block, kept them inside.
3-yard loss on the Silvestri tackle. Here places Cole Batchek, the all-conference linebacker a year ago. Here's second and long. Quick toss. First completion for Treadway. And a nice gain to Sam Bennett, the senior wide receiver.
Just threw the bubble, got it out there in the space. Just threw the bubble right out into space, got in there and made something happen. Got a tackle in space.
Sam Bennett has 4.4 speed, and the coaching staff said, we have a pitch count. We want to make sure we get Bennett the rock.
Yeah, you got to spread it out. I mean, you don't want everybody worried about Williams. I mean, he's a great player, but you can't give it to him 40, 50 times. Try to get him to jump there. Good job of Ledford holding.
So 3rd and 6. Great field position for Oak Grove. Treadway directs Williams. Feeds Williams. Now it's Glenn with a block. He spins. Glenn is short of the first. Good pursuit by Chaz Vaughn. Tonight's game's also being streamed live on our YouTube and Facebook page, sponsored by Novant Health. Best physicians, amazing nurses, remarkable care. And now a big 4th down for
Yeah, you got to decide. I mean, you're going to go for it here. Ran a little option play there, ran counter, ran the option out of it, which was a good play. You're going to field goal. Looks like to bring the kicker out, right?
So now the punt unit comes out.
Is it the punting?
Well, you know what? Actually, this is a field goal attempt.
Yep.
They have a lot of confidence in Eli Fulcher.
Coach said he's one of the best he's ever been around. I've been around some good kickers that were at North Davidson in here. That's a big saying.
Fulcher from 48 has the distance. Oh, he's money.
Yeah.
What a kick. College coaches, watch out. Eli Fulcher easily from 48. The backyard brawl starts with a boot and a 3-point lead for Oak Grove.
Back here, Friday Night Rivals. Cool story about Oak Grove. Coach Karson highlighted the next man up mentality within their program. The team has a tradition of selecting a scout team player as their captain each week. And so that helps to reflect their focus on recognizing hard work and encourage every player to roll on the team regardless of playtime.
And this week it's Dylan Anderson, Matt, and he's a backup linebacker. A Ledford team that's been notched by injuries, but Oak Grove leaning on some scout team players as well.
Yeah, it's great. I think it breeds culture. Like, you want to do the right thing by kids, get them involved, and there's a lot of people that can be involved in the game of football.
So Fulcher booted it from 48. Another strong leg. And this Oak Grove program has been on the doorstep the last 3 years. Multiple playoff appearances under Rob Karson. Karson, who fills in for a legend himself, and Mark Holcomb is now at Bishop McGuinness And this Oak Grove team, as we mentioned, only 8-year-old program, but they've built a lot of good football here in the last decade.
They've done a great job. Started Coach Holcomb, but he had a great staff with these guys, and Rob's done a great job. Coach Creason's basically taken it on and moved it on and kept going. It's been great.
So Rob Creason's defense takes the field. After a 2-play drive, Karson Phillips back to work. Quick toss. That's Seth Wiley. Wiley, nice gain out to the 30-yard line, and the quick passing. How is that a value for?
I think it helps the quarterback get in a rhythm. It's a bubble route here. We're just getting it something clean, gets it to him, gets it out in space, and now we got to go make them tackle in space. And now you ain't running into Bradley, even there in the middle there too.
Karson Phillips, 9 passing touchdowns the last 2 weeks. Here's a toss, almost intercepted. Good hands and coverage by Aiden Murphy. Now it's 3rd down.
A little RPO action there, but it's good. I mean, you're making them to defend the whole field, and that's why you do what you do. They can't gang up on you.
Ledford's offense replacing a 3-year starter, Nathan Carr, who's now a Division III quarterback at Hampden-Sydney. Here's the newcomer, Phillips, on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. Phillips has the first. Nice run. What a valuable conversion for Ledford.
Yeah, I'm telling you, as I've watched tape this week, he runs the ball. He's a big kid. He's tough to bring down, and ran quarterback counter here. Pulled both the GH counter, G guard counter with a tight end. Great play.
A lot of alphabet soup there from the Western Scythe head coach, Adrian Snow, longtime legend here in the county. Fresh set of downs. It's McClendon. Not much room into the heart of Boulware in this Georgia offered defender. He's got Florida State offers, Georgia 99. What an impact he makes.
Oh, he's a big youngin. We call them space eaters, man. They get in there and it's tough to get them out of there.
Here's a look at tonight's Skywatch weather game forecast. NBC News 45 meteorologist Jonathan Wendt. A little chilly tonight, but good weather overall.
Great football weather.
And Boulware, what an impact on that defensive line. He is the cold shoulder. 2nd down. Long toss. That could be pass interference, but refs will let him play. Wanted Keon Collier.
I think they're going to call it incidental.
I mean,
I'm going to tell you, Snow would be yelling. I can promise you that.
That's pretty purposefully incidental, if you ask me.
We'll take 15 anytime if I can get it.
Looks like Lathan Pruitt got away with some contact there. So now it's 3rd and 9 off what could have been a penalty. Phillips, pressure. Phillips finds a man. And a broken tackle. Chavis racing. Bird the tackle. Picks up 50 on 3rd down.
Great throw, great catch, great concentration, and then he got some yards after contact. Now they're hurrying up, getting on the ball, which is a big thing to do nowadays.
Longest play of the year for Phillips, 52 yards. It beat the chain game down the field.
Now you got to wait on them guys to get down there and bless their hearts.
What a high school rivalry here in the heart of Midway in the Cook Reynolds red zone. Ledford has lost their first 2 league games by multiple touchdowns. Tonight, a really good start. Fresh set of downs. McClendon keeps.
Nice.
Oh, hard hit. Bird starts the tackle. And Bradley Bird defensively is amazing, but how about the effort here from Tyson Chavis?
Great run. I mean, did a great job on the pass. Great catch. Like I said, great concentration and yards after the catch. I mean, that's what it's about. Found a way to keep making a play.
That's a sophomore wide receiver, only the 9th catch of his varsity career.
Hey, we'll take it. It was a big one.
That goes for 50. And it really sets up this Ledford offense. Now 2nd and 8. And a whistle.
False start.
Taking the words right out of Gary Russ's mouth on the 5-yard penalty.
Again, it's part of playing clean. I mean, you get down there, you want to stay on schedule, and this gets you off schedule.
That was Wesley McCormick, the sophomore left tackle who replaces a really good player, J.P. Sprinkle, who was an all Mid-Piedmont offensive lineman last year.
He's got 3 sophomores up there, or 2 sophomores and a junior, so he's got some youngins.
Phillips after the penalty. Has to run. Phillips finds an incompletion right through Talon Beam's hands. That should have been a catch.
Yeah, great play action pass. Great job of the quarterback. Great fake. I just got to finish the drill here. You know, good job buying time, and just got to look it in. Maybe trying to run before he caught it.
Yeah, Talon Beam, you see that reaction there. He knew he had it.
Yes. Yeah.
And Ledford needing points. They've been outscored in the first quarter by 40 in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and that's what Coach talked about. He had to start fast.
3rd and 13. Phillips gets a block. Phillips goes deep. Intercepted.
Yep.
Oak Grove with a great stop. That's Jaden Bowler, the pick.
Nice play. Nice play. Ran a little sprint out, threw it up. The Grizzlies came down with it.
How about Bowler's 4th pick of the year and a timely one?
Yeah, you'll take it. I mean, anytime you can keep them from getting any type of points, you know, it was a sprint out. During the sprint out, threw it up, and, you know, back into double coverage, went up and made the play. High pointed it.
Jaden Bowler leads the Mid-Piedmont Conference, 4 picks. And that's a huge play for Oak Grove's defense. Now Treadway, play action. A lot of time, overshoots his target. That's Anthony Giantasio, the backup quarterback and receiver.
A little play action there, trying to get them going, you know, thinking it's run, and just missed it.
Last year's offense, Connor Creech led the show, 71 career touchdowns. How do you, as an offensive coordinator, get this young quarterback Treadway up to speed?
I think it's just plays. You know, let's be honest with you. He's already through well over half of his year, so he needs to keep going.
He feeds Williams, bounces off one. Williams, so electric. Another broken tackle, gets a block. Williams still moving to the 40. Oh, it's a one-man wrecking crew for 40 yards.
That's how you help your young quarterback. You give it to a great player, let him make plays. I mean, just unbelievable. Great job of the offensive line there.
And I want to get your thoughts. Was this a holding right here? Watch on 85.
Well, they didn't throw the flag, so we're going to say no. Yes, I probably would have thought it.
They kind of pirouetted them around there.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll take the timeout as well. Karson Williams putting on a show, the senior running back. He says, give me an offer. We'll have more football after this. Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by Caring Hands. At Caring Hands Home Health, we understand the happiness of your loved ones is important to their wellness. Before the timeout, there was an injured defender, Keon Collier, the senior DB. He actually got back on his feet, so that's great news. But how about the rushing attack here of Oak Grove? 250 yards a game coming in, and Karson Williams explodes for 40. Nice
play. Like you said, how do you help the quarterback, give it to a good player, and let him open it up for you, which is really nice. And here you get going. The only thing is, well, you had an injury, but as I know you want to keep it rolling. But hey, gives Karson Williams a chance to take a break.
Keon Collier in this defense, 6 new starters. And it's a young group that's battled injuries all year. 3 starters out this week on defense. And facing a red-hot Oak Grove, 45 points in their last game. Here's 1st and 10. Little play action. Treadway is collapsed and a sack.
Nice job by the defense. That's
Sean Shively. He's a big dude, and he dogpiles him.
you know, play action here. Great coverage. The guy stayed deep and gave him a chance to get there and make the sack, which was awesome.
That's all. 6'5", 320 jumping on the quarterback.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a load coming down on you.
Shively is a space eater. That's what Chris Dobie called him. Here's 2nd and long. Back to Williams. And he gets a yard. How important is it to win field position tonight if you're Ledford?
I think it's good. Again, you want to try to make them drive the ball. You don't want them to have big chunks. The 40-yard play, you don't want that, I can tell you that. They ran counter into the boundary, pulled the guard in the tackle, and the Panthers sniffed it out.
This is an Oak Grove team that only passes the ball 12 times a game. They live on the ground. But now in 3rd and long, let's see. Offensive coordinator Jaron Rolfus, the former Page assistant,
does a great job.
Has operated the state championship offense back in his day at Page. Now here on 3rd and long. A lot of pressure.
Screen.
Through the hands and almost picked. Wow, that could have been huge for Ledford. Instead, 4th down.
Yeah, you know, great call there. Great call. You're going to set it up. Think you're going to get pressure. Now you're going to do a good job dumping it off. Just didn't make it play. Just didn't make the play.
That's Braden Varner nearly the pick. And now the punt unit comes out.
I'm going to try to pin them deep here. See if you can get a coffin corner.
Here's Eli Fulcher again, who made a 48-yard field goal.
Oh,
no!
Got too many men on the field.
We have a whistle on the fake and a timeout, Ledford.
Ooh.
Wow, Chris Dobie might have just saved a
So they were getting ready to fake it. Is that what you were seeing?
Yeah, look.
I was looking at the guys deep.
Can we see the replay, guys? I think that ball went to the up man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Going to run the reverse.
They had a whole play drawn up, and Chris Dobie, 20 years of experience at Ledford, he stops the play.
I think you had some guys running on the field. We weren't ready, basically. They were running the 2 guys that were going to catch it, I mean, the returners, and it was an issue. But sometimes it works.
And there's Chris Dobie, who's anchored a tremendous program here at Ledford. 10 wins a year ago, a playoff appearance. He replaced a longtime coach, Chris Adams, who's excellent here as well.
Chris Adams is now principal in the county. South Davidson, great man. You know, Ledford has a lot of proud tradition, no doubt about it. And Coach Dobie is all about that. He understands it, been around it, and he's a good one.
Talking to Coach Dobie, he teaches a sports marketing class, and part of the work this week was painting the lines for the game.
Yeah. Hey, you got to get ready. You got to get it ready. You got to get it ready.
This is a huge homecoming rivalry. Schools separated by about 5 miles. Let's see if the fake's on this time.
Got nobody back.
Instead, it's Fulcher, and he booms it away. A really good kick, and that goes inside the 10.
Yeah, pinned them deep. Nothing wrong with that. Now I got to make them drive it.
So all the way back to the 5-yard line.
On rugby kick, which is tough to defend because you don't know if the guy's going to run it, and now you got to defend that. Now, when the kick, it's never like a regular punt, so it is tough. A lot of people doing it nowadays.
There comes the Ledford offense. Karson Phillips, 2 of 7 passing. This is a pass-oriented offense, and now in a tough spot.
Yeah, I mean, still, you keep doing what you do, you know. You've moved the ball. You've made some big plays. See what happens.
From the red zone, quick toss through the hands of Wiley. Had a first down there.
RPO, and which is great. I mean, they're basically run-pass option. Pulled it, threw it, just didn't make the catch.
Ledford offense that last week threw the ball for 300 yards and a loss. 35-28 against Montgomery Central. Now 2nd down. McClendon has a block. And this Oak Grove defense playing very well left to right. Bradley Bird, another tackle.
He's everywhere. But that's what the RPO does for you. It keeps him in check. It can't just keep him fast flowing everything. So now he fast flows it. Now you try to throw it behind him, which is great to kind of keep him honest, quote unquote. You know, out there it looked like pin and pull, pulls the guard, both guards it looked like.
The way Bradley Bird patrols this defense reminds me so much of a former Carolina standout, Luke Kuechly, a future Hall of Famer here in the state.
Yeah.
So Bird on 3rd down brings the pressure. Here's a quick toss down the field, knocked away. Great coverage in the secondary, and we have a flag.
Holding.
That holding will back it up.
Holding, yeah. I think you'll decline it because will it be 4th down? Yeah, 4th down, going to bring the punting unit in.
So Oak Grove's defense has lived up to the billing today, Adrian.
Yeah, they have. They've done well. But you know what? Coach Davis and the offense at Ledford, they ain't been scared. They tried to attack it. I mean, they're throwing punches. Got to land a few, though.
Now the punt unit. Ronald Ontiverios, the 6'5" punter.
It's a big young'un. I watched him.
Good nice kick from the end zone. And it takes a nice bounce. You've mentioned all night, these guys got to return it, and they get +10 on the bounce.
Got to catch the ball.
Ronaldo Ontiveros, the 6'5" punter. He looks more like a linebacker, but he can boot it too.
He'd probably playing offensive line with me, big jugger like him. He'd be moving him to tackle, like Matthew Gibson.
Matt Gibson, one of your former own players at West Forsyth. Fun little reunion with you guys.
Oh, man, he's amazing. Great. He was a young man, now he's a man now.
He just got engaged this week. Congratulations to Matt. Low snap. Toss. Nice hole. Broken tackle to the 31. And that's Giantazio on the move.
Great job running the option here. And the guy's dealing it out. Looks like we've got a penalty, though.
That yardage will come right back.
Gosh.
As a coach, how frustrating is that?
Well, I think you're doing well, and then you get, knocked back and by your own doing, on self-inflicted wounds. Keep shooting your foot off. Great job running the option here. Pitches it, gets it on the perimeter, out in space, and sometimes you just got to get in the way.
That's what Rob Creson's asking, a former offensive lineman himself.
Getting on my guy, Nokemus Gregory. Great official, good man.
So 1st and 11 after the penalty. Williams zigs and is rocked. What a hit, Noah Palmer. Now that's a next level tackle.
Nice, great job, filled the hole, running the option again, went back with the same play, option into the boundary, filled it. Great job here. Again, just came in, laid the wood, which is really nice.
Form tackling tonight has been really
I think we've had some great tackles, no doubt about it. Has some hard hitting.
It's a 2nd and 9, final minute of the 1st quarter. Treadway quicks a target, another good tackle. That's Keon Collier, the stop, and it's 3rd down.
Good to see Keon back in there after he got banged up just a minute ago. Just threw the hitch, nothing wrong with that. Getting it out there in the space. Got to see if they'll make a tackle, which my man Keon did. Nice play.
Canada lost his pants on 3rd down.
Hey, it happens.
A little extra belt tightening tonight in this backyard brawl. 2 schools separated by less than 5 miles. Oak Grove does not have to snap this year. Any thought of trying to run a quick snap?
I don't know. At this point, you're not like you're delaying the game or anything. I'm not saying I wouldn't run a play, probably would. But you may be thinking about what you want to do here, 3rd and short. Could be 2-down territory, so that's something you got to talk about.
That'll lead us to a timeout. Low-scoring 1st quarter. Feels like a boxing match here in Midway, 3-0. Here's Winston-Salem Fairgrounds winning row. You get a free ice skating rink opportunity at the fairgrounds for these students here at Oak Grove High School. That's a great moment. 3rd down and 1. Williams on the move, converts the first. It's been a slow start on the ground, Adrian. 9 rushes for 40 yards.
Yeah, I mean, and he had the big run too. So it's one of those things. I think you got to get some consistency going. You know, they're running the triple here again. You know, they get upfield and they give it to him. I think he's a great player.
That's a Riddle tractor first down, and another penalty after the play. That's 15 more yards on the face mask.
Golly, kills you. Again, comes back to Coach Dobie. We're going to show him, and I know what he's saying. Well, this is something we've talked about. We got to play clean.
In terms of the state, Jaden Jones of Independence, 1,400 yards. Karson Williams in the top 10. He has 800 yards rushing this year. A really good tailback. Off the penalty, now in the red zone. Keeper, quick toss, nice catch, touchdown! Sam Bennett, his 8th score.
Nice job there. Play action pass, baby.
And the play action sets up so much for Oak Grove.
100%. You run the play action, because let's be honest with you, got to think about Karson. And if you are, then all of a sudden you got other people around. Again, as Coach talked about Karson, he's the pitch count guy. We got to get it to this guy. We got to spread the wealth, because now you want to make them to defend everything.
Extra point for Eli Fulcher after the 60-yard drive. And a really good start here for Oak Grove.
Again, just reach and ride, pulls it. Hey, great strike, great finish, good yards after catch, and even after contact. Finish the drill, which is nice.
Sam Bennett looks yoked like Mark Wahlberg, and he uses that strength to break a tackle.
Yeah, look like I used to look back in high school, baby.
All the guns.
Yeah, right.
We hadn't seen as many explosive plays from Oak Grove as well.
You know, we had the big run, and then after that, it's been very methodical. You got to give Ledford some credit. I mean, Ledford's done a pretty good job defending them. Had some big plays, big tackles, and made them punt and made them do some stuff. So you know, they're in it. Let's go. You're down 10-0 into the first. You know, better than what he's been in the past couple weeks. He talked about. You know,
it's a 15-yard touchdown for Bennett, who definitely doesn't miss arm day. For the 18-year-old. They called him a weight room addict. I think I see why.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, looks like I did back then.
Well, it is the homecoming court this week. He might be.
Yeah, got some guns out there. Got the gun show going. Let's go. Like it.
So here's the kickoff from Eli Fulcher. Already has made a field goal from 48 yards. And another booming kick into the end zone. What's the key for Ledford on this drive?
I think first down's a big deal. You got to basically get started, and once you get that going, you know, that's all. You got to get something positive to start the drive. Great drive starters. Most offensive coordinators have a good job where they'll have, hey, we've got a list of drive starters, and that's something they're going to look to do here.
Last 3 drives. Just 10 yards total. But the big play for Ledford, the explosive play to Chavis, set up the offense. That was a 51-yard catch. Now Karson Phillips, first-year starter, the senior quarterback. Play action. And has a man. Good juke, Greer. And Adam Greer gets 15.
That's what you're looking for. Again, running counter, and they pulled it and threw it, which was awesome. So, again, make them defend the whole field.
Adam Greer, the transfer from High Point Christian. He's a basketball standout.
Yeah, good player. Coach likes him, long, athletic.
Now first down. More play action. Wants him again, and the basketball star has it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, the favorite play call of an offensive coordinator is again, run it again.
How about Greer going up and getting it, Coach?
Oh, man, great job. Threw it up, made a guy go make a play. Listen, basketball guy, rebound, that's all it is.
In a city where Tim Duncan made his career at Wake Forest, not too far down the road. Here's Adam Greer making things happen. Little play action. How about a third shot and another catch? That's Talon Bean. And all of a sudden, this offense finding rhythm.
Again, I think we talked about a great drive starter. They did, made a big play, came back. Now just ran an out route here, sprint out. Hey, throw, catch, nothing wrong with it. The Oak Grove guys thought he juggled it. Hey, my man, Nakeemus Gregory said it's a catch. So guess what? It's a catch.
1 foot at the high school level, and that'll pay off for Talon Bean. How about 3 straight completions for Karson Phillips? Now 2nd and 3. Wants a 4th. Goes short. Almost picked. Wow, through the breadbasket of Aiden Murphy.
That would have been rough.
What's the old expression from Murphy to Manteo? He had the end zone written all over.
That'd been rough. Hey, but you know what? At the end of the day, he didn't catch it, so we're going to move on. It's a long throw from this hash to the furthest. I mean, they're throwing it to the other numbers. So, I mean, that's a long throw. Gives people time to defend.
That's a great read by Murphy, the former quarterback in the JV level. Now he's a DB. 3rd and 3. Quick toss. And a drop. Oh, through the hands of Chavis. And he had the first down.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing that kills you. I mean, you've had a couple of plays here, it's been real big, and then you get bumps in the road. So again, get you off your game. But again, the most important play is the next play. He's looking before he's trying to run.
Wow, Chavis, who made a huge 50-yard catch earlier. Here's 4th and 3. Noah Davis runs this offense. He's a former quarterback at Ledford, orchestrating an attack that's thrown the ball a ton tonight. Here's 4th down. Phillips, time, has a man, 1st down. Chavis, after the drop, he enters the red zone.
Big time throw, big time catch, making plays. That's what Coach Dobie wants, and that's what Coach Dobie's getting, which is awesome. Great, threading the needle there.
And the confidence, you gotta love it. He dropped 3rd down, goes right back to him on 4th. Here's 1st and goal. Play action. Good tackle in the backfield. That's a sack on the little tractor 1st down.
Yeah, it looked like a little power read there. You know what? But it's coaches again. He talked about it in the pregame. He's going to throw it to set up the run. So it's different than his mentality, but that's what he's good at right now, and that's what he's going to do.
Phillips 132 yards passing tonight as he enters the Cook Reynolds red zone.
Give it to the big guy. Throw it up to him.
Here's 2nd and 8. Hands it off. McClendon dives for the end zone. Touchdown! Playing on a bad hamstring. Dylan McClendon on the board.
Great run here, finished the drill, had contact, but I'm telling you, they're playing like Coach Dobie coaches with a lot of fire, and they're getting after it. That's all he wants, all he wants.
He's playing with a flat tire on his leg, but it doesn't matter, powering through.
You know what, right now his job.
Extra point good from Graham Mitchell, and now it's a 1-score game.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Right now, he got a lot of emotion, play hard.
Let's take the timeout. Put the team on your back. Dylan McClendon. We got a ball game here at Midway. Tonight's game's being streamed live on our YouTube and Facebook page, brought to you by Novant Health. Best physicians, amazing nurses, and remarkable care. How about the Ledford Panthers coming into town tonight? A 5-mile difference the road section, including one of our own interns, Bella Montesa. She's on the basketball team at Ledford. She's there tonight.
Nice. That's what's cool about it. Like, they all know each other. That's what's fun about it. That's what great things about rivalries. Great. Enjoy every minute of it.
How about the little Panther sitting in the middle of all the students? As
awesome.
Graham Mitchell boots this ball away. That's a real short kick, but returnable. Oak Grove has 2 kickoff touchdowns this year, maybe a third. And out to the 45-yard line. Really good field position for Oak Grove.
Yeah, it sets you up, no doubt about it. You know, that was a high kick, so you'd hope you get some better coverage. But give Oak Grove credit. Came down, good job. Set it up and rolling.
And Matt Gibson with more.
Yeah. Ledford, we talked to Coach Dobie this week. He talked about how he has a lot of sophomores on this team that don't have a lot of Friday night experience. And you can tell by some of the early mistakes and the drop balls, but that drive that they just put together may seem as though they could be bringing it all together and growing up before our eyes right now.
Thanks, Matt, as Karson Williams gets the rock. Good stop by this defensive line. Trent Silvestri on the tackle. And momentum is so fickle tonight.
Momentum is big in this game. And as you can see, the Ledford kids, they're starting to believe. If you're Oak Grove, you would want to try to knock them out, but they haven't done so. So that now they're fighting. And that's big on for the Ledford side.
Chris Dobie's club last week down 3 touchdowns. Made that a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. They're great at comebacks. Down 10-0 early. It's 2nd down. Treadway pumps. Treadway runs. Look at Treadway into Oak Grove territory. Big conversion.
You know, nice play there. I mean, it didn't say it broke down, but just sometimes you got to extend the play. He extended the play and hit what Coach Stowe back in the day would call a hot route. That means you run it.
Connor Creech, the former quarterback here at Oak Grove, ran for over 3,000 yards. His ability to make plays. He's now at the Division III level in college. That's what they like about this Treadway quarterback.
Creech was a dude.
Creech made 3 straight playoff appearances. Here's a fresh set of downs. Treadway goes long. There's a catch. Bennett breaks 1. And inside the 20, spun down by Collier.
Little out route off of play action again. Nice job there. Again, long throw. You're going from the right hash to the numbers. That's a chuck.
Turns a 50-yard field even longer.
Yes, 100%.
So Treadway into the Riddle Tractor red zone. Quick toss. It's Williams. Has blockers. Williams jukes. What a run. Touchdown.
Nice play. Ran the option into the boundary. Pitched to a great player. Great perimeter blocking. Watch it. If you watch the perimeter blocking, hopefully we'll get a replay on that. It's unbelievable.
And did you see that shimmy shake from Williams, cashing in from 18?
Nice job. Finishing the run. Nothing wrong with it. Great job.
That's a homecoming dance you'll see on Saturday night, but tonight it's the Karson Williams show.
Great player, man. Get it to great players and let them make plays.
15th touchdown of the year for Karson. He is on the homecoming court. He might win the King tonight.
I bet so. Maybe gets a few votes.
Fulcher toe punts the extra point. It'll work either way. And how about the Oxner and Permar touchdown? We make wrongs right. Karson Williams said, put me on the homecoming ballot. I'll take care of the rest. 18 in the convoy. Oak Grove back with a touchdown. Stay tuned for the U.S. Army halftime report of this week's Tatum and Atkinson Scholar athletes, interviews with the coaches, principals, and a pretzel stacking contest. We cannot forget that. The U.S. Army, be all that you can be. You missed it last week, Coach. We had a state fair food eating contest.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched a little bit of it, heard about it, and I was very disappointed that they weren't doing that this week because I like some good fair food. Didn't go be a part of it, but it'd been nice.
With the longtime West Forsyth coach and now Rydell specialist, Adrian Snog, Evan Budrovich, Matthew Gibson, the newly engaged man on the sideline.
Oh, yeah. My man, Matt.
How about rings? These two programs have won the last 5 Mid-Piedmont 3A league titles. And right now, Oak Grove is in a tight battle with Central Davidson. Both 2-0 in first place. Here's Eli Fulcher to send one away. This kick does not go in the end zone, a rare one at that. Wait, hold on, a delayed run. Greer's going backwards. He turns, Hezzies. Oh, Greer stiff arms, breaks another, a juke. Greer's on the move. And the loudest 24-yard run you're ever gonna see.
Great run. You know, again, I think you go back to why Coach Dobie is. Just want the kids to play hard, and they are. And, you know, it's a great job, finds a way, you know, keeps going. Now, he's everywhere.
You know, you drop special teams returns. You don't draw it up like that.
No, definitely ain't drawing that up.
That's how I draw my tic-tac-toe board when I'm playing a toddler.
Yeah, you're everywhere.
The crayon is everywhere.
Need to get something going here offensively.
Karson Phillips, 15 completions, 132 yards. He's been slinging it. Off the crazy kick return. He elects to run, and that's going nowhere. Good stop by this defensive line.
Yeah, looked like they were trying to run a draw, quarterback draw. The Oak Grove did a good job. Coach Maxwell and his guys sniffed it out.
Ben Boulware's wearing 99 tonight, is everywhere on defense.
And we all know we can find him. He's a big youngin.
He's been offered by Florida State, Georgia, and Clemson.
He like those big ones like that, no doubt about it.
Defensive line coach Trey Sutton must be licking his chops in Athens. He just visited last week, a big presence. Here's a quick toss and a nice catch in coverage for Seth Wiley.
Little RPO action again. Show the run, pull it, and throw it. And Kayson's doing a good job. Big third down here.
Ben Boulware, the way he physically impacts the line, makes a presence. He reminds me so much of Jamal Jarrett, who played at Grimsley, just across the region.
100%.
Now
he's with Coach Scott down there at Georgia too.
3rd and 7. Quick toss through the hands and incomplete. He wanted Wiley.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm up here raising my hands like I'm coaching. You know, ran the screen there, had it set up, fake encounter back over here, and just didn't finish the drill, man. You got to catch the ball, and I know Coach is frustrated in that.
So 6 of 15, and that's 4 or 5 drops tonight on the receiver.
Oh, 100%. And again, that's stuff you can clean up. It's not like we know he can catch the ball. We've seen it.
Wow, 4th and 7 on the field.
Yeah, Steve's going to draw them off sides. They have quick kick this year too.
Chris Dobie's offense, leave it in the hands of Phillips. And there's the quick kick. No one back for Oak Grove, so it takes a really good bounce and turns into a 53-yard punt.
Snow watched some tape this week. I did see that. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's really good, to be honest with you, because you get no return. So now Phillips can kick it, and hey, you keep the defense honest, and now you ain't got any return.
From kicking to hands, how about the closed captioning for tonight's game? Caring Hands Home Health. We do our best to make your loved ones feel like they're being taken care of by our family. Grayson Treadway, much more efficient, 4'6", 48 yards. This is not an offense that's going to throw it for 500 yards a game, but he is such a good manager of the offense.
Yeah, again, he spreads it to the people he needs to get it to, and I think that's the big key. Coach Rolfe's here. He wants to get a good drive started, get something going, get something positive.
Off the punt, here's 1st down. Quick toss finds Giantazio. Nice move up the sideline, and he'll get half the yardage.
Again, through the bubble, get it out, speed and space. Get them out there. Great job by the perimeter guys blocking. I mean, they did a good job. Block, didn't hold, which was really nice. You know, just threw it out there and let the kids make plays, which is really good.
Giantazio with his 3rd catch of the night. So here's 2nd down. Back to Williams. Bounces. Williams escapes. Williams breaks loose. Karson Williams, good night, touchdown.
Backbreaker.
Turned a 5-yard run into 60.
Great job, ran the option there, got up the field, gave it, and here you go. Gave it to a great player going downhill. And he did the rest, put it in the box.
67-yard score for the Ochsner and Permar touchdown.
Do we got something going on?
What? Is there a
Hold the
flag on the field?
Where is the flag?
Let's see what our ref, Gary Russ, has to say.
No, they did not.
A chop block.
block.
Wow.
Where is the chop block at?
You ask a great question.
Coach's on my man.
Okay, let's take a look here.
Had to be on the perimeter.
Watch Giantazio, coach.
Ah.
See, that to me is like a slip.
I think here's what happens. You as an official, sometimes you got to see the whole play, and sometimes you turn and look, and you see it. I can see what he sees. I'm not saying it's right, but from what if you get on it late, there's a chance you can see it, and you got to. I mean,
and he is impeding Christian Pratt from making
100%. I mean, I can see the call. I 100%. I know Coach Karson doesn't like it, but I can see why.
Negates 65 yards. Here's Sam Bennett. And he'll get 6 up the line of scrimmage.
Doing a great job just getting the ball out, getting to people that can make plays. You know, you can't. You know, everybody knows Williams is going to be a great runner, and we're going to get it to him. But we've got some other people that can make plays too, and they're doing a good job spreading the wealth.
3 catches, 40 yards for Bennett, including a touchdown tonight. Halfway through the second quarter. Keeper. Juke. Oh, Treadway with wheels, and he's tripped up by Noah Palmer in the secondary. Little athleticism there from Treadway.
Nice job, ran triple into the boundary. The end squeeze, took the back. He pulled it, and now he's in speed and space. So again, see the 50 squeeze, take the back, and now you go fake the pitch, and now he made a great play. Nice job.
We have a flag here, a sideline warning on the defense.
Yeah, sideline. I think something was with the chains.
So I guess interrupting the chains route.
Yeah, but it's a warning, which is nothing. I've had a few of those in my time.
In your multi-year coaching career at West Forsyth, among others.
I did tell him, why are you worrying about B? Worry about those 22 guys.
Everyone in the trailer is like shocked Adrian Snow had a penalty in his tenure. Here's 1st and 10. Williams breaks loose, dragging defenders, and Karson Williams to the 25-yard line. We think back to last year, Tyler Mason at Mount Airy, the leading rusher in the state, over 3,000 yards. Williams putting on a great show tonight. Counter
into the boundary, got upfield. We kicked him, wrapped the guard, and here we are. I mean, it's just made a great play.
Williams averaging 10 yards a carry, almost 12 yards tonight. Williams, the fake, Giantazio gets a block, and he gets out of bounds.
As I'm watching the game, we are staying in the boundary. Not a lot of field stuff, a lot of boundary stuff. So it seems like Coach Rothfuss has found something that he likes. He stays in the boundary, and hey, they're making hay.
Last week for Oak Grove, it was a 17-0 win, but on the ground, 250 yards. That's where they made their butter.
Yeah, and that's who they are. But I mean, you got to be well-rounded.
Here's Williams, gets a block. Turns something out of nothing, and Williams is tag team down to the 12-yard line.
We're going to get another set of downs now, so that's good.
10 carries, 150 yards. What a first half for Williams.
Ain't bad. Nice job countering the boundary again. In tries to squeeze it. We wrap him, pull it, guard comes around, or tackle comes around, and here we go.
That's a quick moving drive. Oak Grove had the touchdown, negated by the penalty on the little tractor first down. And now it's Grayson Treadway on 1st and 10. Keeps it. Toss. Options. Out of bounds. Jaden Glenn, the backup running back / receiver.
I'll tell you what, we're staying on this hash. A lot of times coaches will run, they'll run to the boundary, but they'll also run to their bench because they like to see it.
Does this set up a play to the opposite side of the field?
There's a chance you could do something. I mean, because right now, I mean, they've been in the boundary the whole time.
Here's 2nd and 7, a productive drive of 10 plays. Offensive coordinator Jared Rolfus making the adjustment here before second down. Treadway. Giantazio has a block. Touchdown. First score of the season for Anthony Giantazio.
Great thing about this drive is we had the penalty, but we didn't let it bother us. I mean, yeah, everybody's fired up that it happened and negated a long run. But now what do? Got back together, got back on the horse, and went it right down and put it in the box. Great drive.
Back-to-back scores for Oak Grove after a nice Ledford start. And how about the backup quarterback getting into the end zone? Fulcher sneaks that one through.
Nice drive, nice job. Great job, still staying in the boundary, but my man made a play. Great job. I mean, again, run the option again. Hey, I love it. We're arcing the tackle, getting him on the perimeter. Nice job.
And that's not your traditional option. That's more of a shovel toss.
Yeah, I think what's happening is basically depends on how he's pitching it the way he wants to pitch it. Some people do it, but it's great. What they're doing is reading the end there. They arc the tackle, put him on the perimeter, and now they're reading him. He squeezes, we're going to pull it. And again, a lot of times, a lot of triple teams that'll run the triple don't like pitching it, but these guys are doing a great job of pitching it, and it's making hay.
And how about that reaction? You saw his teammate there, Gavin Callahan. Hey, it's your first touchdown, man.
Nice job, baby.
Celebrate it.
That's good. You know what? That's what it's all about. Pulling for each other. It's about the next man. It's about helping each other, and that's what's great about football.
How about Oak Grove? 27 plays, 220 yards, almost 10 yards a play.
Nice, 27 plays. That's one of them snow drives.
Oh, on the game, not the drive.
Yeah. yes. I like it. And you're eating that clock, which is great. Keeps it away from Ledford.
Crucial drive for Ledford coming up. Another Fulcher bomb into the end zone, too deep for Wiley. Stay tuned for the U.S. Army halftime report. We'll have Tatum and Atkinson scholar athletes, interviews with the coaches, principals, and more. U.S. Army, be all that you can be.
Big drive here. Need to take it down, put something on the board. I know Coach Davis has got them ready.
A Ledford offense that's done really well in the air. 7 completions, 135 yards. Phillips, quick toss. There's Talon Beam, who cuts back.
Vertical.
And Beam to the 30.
Great drive started. Get yourself something positive. Get the box moving closer to the first down, and they've done a good job to get it started. Great catch. Good job.
Talon Beam in this offense, 4th different receiver to catch a ball tonight. Really balanced at the receiver position.
Spreading the wealth. Oh man, they give him the first down, baby.
They do move the chains, like a Cliff Kingsbury offense at Texas Tech when Patrick Mahomes was slinging it for 500 yards. Phillips is working a lot out of that gun tonight.
Yeah, right now he's in the pistol, so it's a great job trying to figure out where the back's going.
Another completion. There's Greer, broken tackle. Greer out near midfield, and he'll gain 15.
Greer's a big target for him, and hey, he's finding them. Right now, you need to put it together, get this thing down there, and put some on the board. Again, play action. Greer on a catch. And
I think nearly a face mask there. Got away with one. Timeout, Oak Grove.
Hey, look, Coach, get him fired up. He's ready to go. Coach Maxwell, he just wants to settle his kids down to make sure they understand what they're trying to do to them and go from there. Coach Doby, look at him. I mean, again, just play hard, and that's what's happening. And I think that's a good thing there. Coach Maxwell's a good one, though. He'll make great adjustments, and we'll see what happens.
Battle the D coordinator, Gil Maxwell, and the young OC Noah Davis, a former player at Liberty, 3rd year on the staff.
Coach Maxwell was a coach, longtime coach at Ledford. He was there for a while, so he understands the tradition over there as well.
remember, students at Oak Grove, when they were in middle school, elementary school, they all would go to North Davidson or Ledford, and then Oak Grove got opened about 8 years ago.
Yeah, Bradley Bird. I was at Coach Dobie talking about Bradley Bird. He was all the Ledford Panther things, everything, all the camps. He was there. He was there all the time. His dad played at Ledford, and then, you know, it's just the way it is, the way we are now. They split it, and he's here.
Two schools separated by about 5 miles. A lot of bad blood, but a lot of fun blood at that. Here's a fresh set of downs. McClendon, he goes nowhere, and a good stop by this defensive line.
Yeah, it's tough pushing that big boys in the middle.
Ooh, that's Ben Boulware right there, ready to make somebody happy in the SEC.
Yeah, you know, you talked about it. They're two great communities. These are, I mean, I live in Davidson County. They're great people. They love their athletics, and they support it.
Oak Grove, who's won the all-conference title the last couple of years, the Commissioner Cup, if you will. And a Ledford team that's made the playoffs 3 straight years. Really good program. Phillips, 1v1, and a lot of contact.
Got a flag.
There's the flag. Pass interference. And Chris Dobie loves it. Marquez Harden said, I didn't hold him.
He's over Harlem. A guy, Brian Moore, who's official on that sideline. Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, Coach Dobie. Take care of it. Coach Brian Moore is a great official, does a great job.
So how can Ledford exploit these one-on-ones to help their quarterback tonight?
Well, I think, again, it's all about making plays, right? I mean, at the end of the day, if you get him one-on-one situations, I mean, Greer's a big kid. He's an athlete. Hey, you know, I lived on getting it to players and putting it in players' hands and let them make plays.
Former quarterback Nathan Carr, he's in attendance tonight. It's the fall break up at Hampton City.
Yeah, Coach talked about that.
He spent all week training Karson Phillips, helping this new senior quarterback. After the penalty, it's first down. Quick toss. Ooh, great coverage. And that's a forward pass, but what a hit by the secondary.
He squatted the coverage. Corner read it well. Came up and made a great play. Nice job. Again, corner right there on it. Greer's supposed to block him probably.
And don't you love Marquez Harden? You get beat for a holding and then you rock somebody.
Yeah, hey. Then you know what the most important play is, right?
The next one.
The next one.
Part of a defense that's picked off 14 passes this year. Here's 2nd and 10. Phillips with a blitz. McClendon the catch. And a flag late. This is behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see.
Normally those are holdings right there.
How do you hold on a screen?
I don't know. I guess you.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Called it.
Because you're almost trained to let the guy go past.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're trying to hold just enough to do it. It's just a scat to the back out of the backfield. Got a little handsy here.
Yeah, a little tug from McCormick.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, again, you want him, you know you're going to basically let him go.
So it's 2nd and long after the penalty. Phillips goes deep. Oh, a lot of contact and a pick. Now the flag comes in. And this should be pass interference.
It's going to be.
It's Harden again.
Good job of Coach Maxwell. Now he knows what they're trying to do in exploiting Greer. They had the safety over the top.
Okay, a holding. It is a first down regardless.
Is it I don't know if it's a first down.
Oh, not the high school level. Okay.
Don't think so. I think you're going to replay 2nd. Yeah. Again, I'm going to tell you I would want it.
So it's 2nd and 10 after the penalty.
Reverse.
Wiley, reverse, double. Here's Wiley going nowhere and a loss of 5. Bradley Bird has been everywhere tonight.
The dude's got a nose for the football. He really does. He understands what the game. He's got to be a student of the game to sniff it out. Feels it, and then here he comes. Great job. I mean, what's great about it, he didn't just hustle to he believes in his players, the rest of the guys. He's not just running over there where he thinks the ball's going. He reads it, and then there he goes. Nice play.
Bradley Bird surveys this defense, makes plays left and right. Reminds us so much of Jeremiah Wosu-Karamoa at Notre Dame, an All-American as a freshman last year. This kid makes plays for Oak Grove. Here's 3rd and 15. quick toss and knocked away. Good coverage by Keenan Larking, and now a 4th down decision.
Yeah, I mean, I can see wanting to go for it, but you got 2:27 left in the half. It might be good to maybe quick kick it again, because again, you got 4th and 15. Be different if it was 4th and short.
We've seen the passing game, explosive plays tonight.
Yeah, you know, here they kind of feel like it's coming.
So 4th and 15. Movement and 5 more yards.
That helps you.
So 4th and 10 different.
Yeah, I mean, that helps you, and you're deeper into their territory.
Do you try it again?
Yeah, I would try to see if I could drop them off sides one more time. But I mean, I think it's one of those things with Coach Davis, Noah Davis. If you got a 9-yard play that you feel real confident about, and if you do, hey, there's nothing wrong with dialing it up and making it happen. Got to execute it though, 100%.
Phillips 9 of 20 for 165 tonight, but he needs 9 more.
Did try it, didn't he? Seeing what's going on here. Coach Dobie going to look at it a little longer.
Ledford. Okay, take me through the mindset of Chris Dobie. You're down 17. Your team has struggled to score in this second quarter. I feel like you got to go for it in this situation.
I agree with you. Again, it's one of those things. What is your mindset? I mean, at this point, I think you feel like if you got a good 9-yard play, dial it up. Let's make something happen. Because I think emotionally, I mean, again, we're 24-7. You know, hey, you get something on the board here, it would be great. And you know, your defense has not played awful, so it's been pretty good. So you feel like, hey, make something happen here. So, you know, do you got a trick in your bag that you've not caught all year? You know, just see what happens.
It's a Ledford team that replaces 8 offensive starters from a year ago.
Yeah, what did Coach say? He lost 11 all-conference performers last year.
Including Alex Sanford, who was maybe the best tailback in the state, 4,600 yards.
He was the one that got hurt going into this game last year.
Yeah, he had a concussion. Missed the game last year.
Hey, we all better when we got better bullets, right?
65 career touchdowns for Sanford. He's out. Here's McClendon playing on a bad hamstring. As Adam Greer goes in motion. What a big 4th down in this half. Pressure coming. Phillips takes a shot. Oh, he almost had him. Seth Wiley
had him open. He got turned around. Just didn't make it. We're going to try to put. We used to call it the sidewalk between the numbers and the sideline.
And I think with a better throw, he has Wiley here.
I can tell you what, the throw's not. I don't know what the route was. I mean, if it's the fade, he needs to be more on the outside, down the outside the numbers, in between the numbers and the sidelines.
Late drive in the half. Treadway escapes. Treadway. Oh, he heaves. Treadway finds a receiver. Bennett is gone.
Extended the play. We got Laundry on the field, though.
And we have a flag.
Got linemen downfield.
That might negate a 60-yard score.
Because he kept running. I don't know if it was. Well, he got two on the play. Yep, illegal man downfield.
And with all that scrambling, but here's the other flag. Okay, so the holding.
So he had 2, right? Yep.
So how about Oak Grove have 2 touchdowns, big plays negated?
Just kills you. I mean, as a coach, you know, again, the great thing was Treadway here. He extends the play. He's done a great job with that all night. And he made something happen. And then, you know, oh, yeah, you got to call that one.
Yeah, 50 definitely got help.
Yes, you got to call that one.
Poor Mason Scott, as now the running game goes to work. Oh, hold on, broken hole. Williams, there he goes. Karson Williams, high-fiving touchdown.
Backbreaker. That's big.
Well, there's 60 yards. Williams, 3rd score.
Just came right back. Hey, next play, right? Next play. And you gave it to a great player, and guess what great players do? They make plays.
That run should have gone for 3. It turned into 60.
Yeah, well, like you said, Some of the great backs I ever had. You give it to him, Javonte Wilson. He made me look like I knew what I was doing.
A great player at West Forsyth. And here across town in Midway, it's Karson Williams putting on a show. And Eli Fulcher makes it a 31-7 game. Remember when it was 3-0 at the end of the quarter?
Well, you know what? Yeah, that's the thing. They were right there in it. Here we go. Counter.
Whoop.
Just made a play. Missed tackle. I mean, it's one of those things. You just, as a corner, you got to stay on the outside.
Now, you ever seen something like that before?
That's a cool.
Giantazio and Williams were the 3 best friends that anyone could have. A football and 2 guys into the end zone.
That's what it's all about.
Allen from Hangover.
Man, yeah, I love him. Yeah, great job. I mean, it's cool that they get to be experiencing that. They'll remember things like that. They might not remember the game, but they'll remember them giving high fives on the way into the end zone, which is really cool.
The first half to remember for Williams, 178 yards on 10 carries. That's 18 yards a pop.
Nice.
I can work with those numbers.
Yes, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Coach Rolfes can go into halftime. You got to try to make some, hey, you got to do this, got to do that, but that's pretty that blame good what they're doing right now.
I thought you'd say doggone. Dad Blang is a new one.
No, I like Dad Blame now. I'm all, I can say a bunch of things.
Yeah, well,
Some of them I can't say on the air, but I can say a bunch of things.
thankfully, here on my 48, Adrian Snow will keep it clean tonight. Thanks for joining us here in the heart of Winston-Salem. We're in Midway, North Carolina. And a short kick that almost goes out of bounds. Oh, wait, no, he caught it and then stepped out of bounds.
Nothing wrong with it. You know, Fulcher, I mean, he puts it in the box a bunch, and every once in a while, he just, hey.
Because if Weiler lets that kick to his right, they get it
on the 35.
Yep. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Yeah, nice.
Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Maybe we should be high-fiving running down the sidelines together.
Less sugar. Yeah, now you're deep. You got a minute, 50 seconds.
It does open up the passing game, though.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, you got to keep playing right here. See what happens.
Ledford, who's trailed by 3 scores in 2 straight games, have found ways to come back the last 2 weeks, but not enough to win. From the 10, Phillips, good completion. That's Wiley, and he gets 14.
Little in cut, made a play, got some first down. Great drive starter. Nothing wrong with it right there.
And my apologies, that's Greer on the Riddle tractor first down. Him and Wiley have combined for 7 catches. Wiley's on this side, number 4. Here's an out route to Chavis with a flag.
Nice cut.
Chavis dancing into the moonlight and steps out of bounds.
I don't know if we had enough men on the line of scrimmage, which is, again, that just kills you. I mean, because you're there, you're going to be, what, right around 2nd and 5. Yeah, too many in the backfield.
And that's something you practice from day one.
Yeah, I mean, in the day, it's probably what they were thinking. They were supposed to be inverted, one's in, one's out, and, hey, they both do the same thing, and now you got a penalty.
Do you ever sit there and just count to 7? Like, as a coach, do you make sure you have the 7 on the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, the problem is you're telling everyone, the 5 linemen, they know they're going to always go up there and line up. The issue is the receivers. They're the ones that got to get where we need them to get. You know, and by formation, they should be where they're supposed to be. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. 5
penalties, 40 yards for Ledford tonight, who were down 10-7 but have given up 3 straight scores. Phillips runs out of time, and he's dragged down. Big sack for Daniel Honeycutt, the junior.
Nice call by Coach Karson. Called timeout here. You got them deep. Now you want to try to, let's go ahead and see if we can knock them out.
Honeycutt leads the conference in sacks. That's his 8th.
Yeah, ran the sprint out there, and the back he didn't do a good job of hooking the end. We walled everything back. The back's got to basically hook the end, and sometimes it happens, and sometimes it don't.
Honeycutt's a big bear in that backfield. He's Winnie the Pooh searching for that honey.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. The big old 0. That's been cool to let the 0 come out now. I like it.
That was part of the college game added 2 years ago. Same in the high school level.
Oh, yeah.
Here in the last 3 years.
It's been good. It's been good for guys that sell uniforms.
I think I know a guy who does that. There's Honeycutt, Kyle Wagner, Jackson Oaks, and this much improved defensive line with Ben Boulware. They're causing problems tonight.
They're big.
I know he didn't show in the final score, but they went punch for punch with West Forsyth in week 1, who's a good 4A program.
I was at that game. I was at the game. You know, first game, it did, you know, but you saw Williams. You knew that he was a good player. He made some great plays against them.
Williams has had 100 yards in every game this year. Here's 2nd and long. It's McClendon. Guess who? Bird again. Double-figure tackles in the first half.
I'm going to tell you, I have a saying, that dog will hunt, and he will hunt. He's a great player. Like I said, if you want to know where the ball is, just find him, and he'll go get you to it.
Another timeout for the Birdman.
Nice job. Coach trying to make him punt it here.
Remember, Bradley Bird's only a sophomore, and his dad, Joe, attended Ledford. He went to Ledford, he coached at Ledford, he played at Ledford, and now his son moving across town to Oak Grove.
Yeah, what Coach talked about, he was like, he helped with all the youth programs down the road and was a big part of most of the kids in this area, which is cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And like, you look at Coach Dobie and you feel frustrated. Oh man, he should be wearing that silver and black, and he's not, because hey, they built this school here, and that's where he's supposed to go, and that's good. You know, that's the cool thing about it was Coach was very excited for him. And he did talk about that.
The school opened in 2017. This is not a rich tradition of Oak Grove football.
Nah, you know, my man Mark Holcomb did a great job when he came here. He called me. We talked a lot about it and what he thought he should do. You know, he knew what was going on. And he got this thing laid in a great foundation and set these guys up for continued success.
Now 4 straight league titles for Oak Grove. They're knocking on the door of a 5th. As here's 3rd and forever for Phillips. Misdirection. McClendon's dragged down.
Yep, been up.
And I think the dog's hunting again. Yep, Bradley Bird.
Just keep saying his name. Remember the old thing we were talking about Larry Bird? Bird this, Bird that, Bird this.
Well, where's Johnson? If we got Bird, where's Magic?
Yeah.
And maybe Magic's Karson Williams on offense.
The Bird man.
And Kyle Wagner joins in on the tackle.
Coach's going to let this clock go down as long as he can.
Ledford has a timeout. Oak Grove doesn't.
He's going to take it all the way down under, you know, now he's going to get it down to where now they got as much time. But heck, giving it to Williams or one of those guys, they still got time. Biggest thing, you got to set up how you're going to block the punt. I mean, is that what you're going to try to do, or you want to set up a return if you do a good job? Back in the day, we used to set the wall, man. We were great at it. You know, so it may be one of those things, hey, catch it and see what happens here.
Chance for Rob Creason to talk things over. Rob noted this year the team's focused on having more team meals and individual bonding. How does that help? How does that develop chemistry as a team?
Yeah, I'm telling you, when the guy scores the touchdown, and then the guys that were really happy for him. I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? The little things. Because I'm telling you, the chemistry of the team is a big part of it. You'll see teams continue success and do well because the guys like each other. They like to play. You ain't got to run around and be best friends all the time, but you got to enjoy being together, especially in these kind of situations. So it's been cool to watch, and man, right now they're playing well. Playing well.
An Oak Grove club that's run the ball for 229 yards in the first half.
Yeah, I remember when Ledford punted early, he's a great punter. I mean, he sets it up. Sometimes he out-punts his cover. I mean, just watching him punt it. So it does set you up for a good return.
Here's the quarterback, Karson Phillips. We imagined a punt here on 4th and 20.
Is the big boy that's a punter? 71?
Oh, there's the punter. My apologies. This is onto Verdos, nearly blocked. And a good return on the fair catch to the 36.
Ooh, I thought he was getting ready to free kick it.
Okay, so
you could do that. If you fair catch that thing, you can set it up 100%. Done it. He's not doing it, but I mean, you could and get 3 points, and they couldn't even block it.
And we've seen the 48-yard kick from Fulcher.
Oh, yeah, there's 100% he could have done it. Yeah, you could do it off a fair catch. Not a lot of people have seen it, but we're not doing it here. I wish that would have. That'd been cool to watch.
Let's see how Oak Grove manages the clock. 17 seconds. Treadway heaves it deep, finds Giantasio inside the 10, and now you got a chance for the end zone.
100%. Great throw, great catch. Out route, man makes a good catch, and here we go.
3rd catch for Giantasio. That's his season best on the Riddle Tractor first down.
You can run it here.
With no timeouts?
You can, and then you could kill it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you needed it.
You got to be quick.
Yeah, you got to be quick, but I think he's probably going to throw it.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
3 straight scoring drives. Reverse. Bennett all alone. Touchdown.
Especially if you have a good call like that, you can run it.
Well, the run game continues. 240 yards rushing for Oak Grove.
Again, was working back into the boundary, which is where they've been all night, and now working back into the boundary, bring the reverse, and here you go. Nice job. Great play call.
Reverse, cha-cha, real smooth. And Sam Bennett, 2 touchdowns as well.
Great call with Coach Rolfes.
Ooh, Fulcher sneaks that one through like a one of those Frisbee golf players.
Yeah.
Just enough.
Hooked it in there.
And what a first half for Sam Bennett and company. It was 10-7 early in the second, and all Oak Grove since.
Nice job here. Again, working it back into the boundary, set it up. Good athlete in the perimeter, make some things happen, and here we go.
Rob Karson noted balance in his offense this week, and he's found it.
Yeah, we all know Williams is a great player, right? Everybody knows that, but it's cool that he's got some other people that he can get it to, and they're making plays, and that's a good thing.
How did this game explode so quickly? It was 10-7 early in the second.
I think again, coach has done a great job. Let's be honest with you, they've had those big runs that get called back. Hey, but they stay on track and they keep going. Again, keep them calm. Here we go, next play mentality, and they've done that. They put that drive together, went down, put it in the zone, and then here you did this. I mean, you get the ball back with 30-some seconds, and you find a way to put it in the zone. It's been great. They've done a great job. 3 seconds here. See if my man Eli can put it in the box, and they may kick it short like they did this minute ago.
3 seconds away from a homecoming court halftime and a Matthew Gibson interview. Here's Eli Fulcher, who started the game with a 48-yard field goal. Now we go short.
Oh, good Lord.
Wait.
Offsides.
Oh, they crossed the line too early.
Yes.
Oh.
Makes you want to say stuff you ain't supposed to.
7 penalties now for Oak Grove.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you just want to stay on side, let him kick it, and let's go down there and tackle him.
So now to kick it again after the penalty.
He'll still probably squib it. When these cold nights, man, I'm going to be honest with you, as a kicker, kicking in the cold nights, it's tough. But he's a good one, though. Ain't no doubt about it. Like Coach said, he's one of the best he's been around.
Eli Fulcher's made a 52-yarder this year, made 48 tonight. He replaces a great kicker himself at Aiden Doherty, who's made a 50-yarder. And now the final kick of the half. Oh, that's loose. And now there's time left. Wait. No, there's got to be time left.
You got to give him a chance.
Yeah. There's no way the clock ran out there.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do.
I guess.
I'll give him a chance to throw it up.
Well, hold on.
Are they getting together now and talk about it?
I think they need to add a second. Okay, yeah, they're gonna bring.
Yeah, they're getting together. When the guys get together, something's getting ready to happen. Somebody's getting ready to get it. That's
okay, Gary Russ, clean this up for us.
Oh, my man Gary Russ will do it. That dude officiated a bunch of big football games for me. He's a great man. Big marathoner. Runs marathons.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Huh.
Yeah, he's one of these guys that he's a pacer. Like if you say you want to go run this, you run like in his group. He's amazing. He's the best guy. Really good man.
I think our pace would be a little different than his.
Yes, I can bet you that.
Okay, so 2 seconds on the clock.
Gives them a chance here.
A little home cooking on the score clock there at the end of the half.
They got an official running it.
That's okay. One last chance for Karson Phillips to heave a prayer. He's got the arm strength to do it.
Yeah, hear what you got here. Throw it up.
Could be the final play of the half. And McClendon needs 50. He does not get that. And that ends the first half. What a dominant first 24 minutes here for Oak Grove at home.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like I said, Ledford was hanging around in the first, and then I think basically Oak Grove took the wheel here, which has been nice for them.
Bradley Bird has been everywhere. There he is, number 40, making plays. Honeycutt the sack, and then Karson Williams, 178 yards rushing. Dynamic first half, and here's Matthew Gibson with more.
Coach, your team had 240 rushing yards in the first half. What has been the strategy? How have you all been able to run the ball so effectively?
I think it's just doing what we do, what our game plan is, and typically we want to establish that run early, get it to our guys in a situation where we feel like they can be successful. So we just got to continue to do that. Our guys are doing a great job up front, and Carson's doing a great job of kind of weaving through there and finding little holes and keeping his feet moving. So,
sir, how do you keep the momentum going in the second half?
We just got to keep it. Man, we can't lose focus. This is a big community game for us, and
hey, Coach, good luck.
Appreciate it. Very nice.
Stay tuned. Coming up for the USA Army halftime show.
Throughout the 2024 Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Friday Night Rivals season, Tatum & Atkinson Law Firm will recognize an exceptional senior student-athlete from each participating school with a plaque presentation prior to each game. This week's Tatum & Atkinson Scholar Athletes are from Oak Grove High School, Emma Seacrest. Oak Grove's Emma Seacrest plays girls varsity volleyball, where she was named All-Conference in 2023 and named one of the top 50 returning North Carolina volleyball status leaders in 2024 for kills and hitting. She is on the Dean's List at Davidson-Davie Community College and on the National Society of High School Scholars. Emma is also a member of Future Christian Athlete and currently holds a 4.04 GPA. And from Ledford High School, Sawyer Dobbins. Ledford Sawyer Dobbins runs cross-country, track and field. He was named All-County and All-Conference in 2022, 23, and 24, and was a 2023 cross-country state qualifier. Sawyer is in the Beta Club, leader of the FCS Club, and is the senior class secretary. Sawyer is also on the swim team, a member of the Red Cross, and currently holds a 4.27 GPA. Emma, Sawyer, and other nominated students are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season. Congratulations to our Tatum & Atkinson Scholar Athletes of the Week, sponsored by Tatum & Atkinson. Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitters.
All right, we are back with the U.S. Army halftime show. I'm here with Principal Stephanie Stroud of Oak Grove High School. Thank you for being with us today. How has this year been going for you?
So far, we are off to a great start.
Great start for you. So when you talk about Oak Grove, what makes this place so special?
Oak Grove High School is a very special place, and it's because of our community, as you can see. Our students are wonderful, and my staff, and we have worked really hard since we opened to really build that culture of family and a culture of excellence, and we set high expectations for our students because we want to see them succeed.
Great. That's great to hear. What about the vision? When you think it long term, what's the vision for Oak Grove?
My vision for Oak Grove High School is for us to be future focused. We're really working hard to make sure our students are prepared for when they graduate, no matter what they're going into, that they have the skills and the tools necessary in order to be successful.
Principal Stroud, thank you for your time. Stay tuned for more of your U.S. Army halftime report coming up next.
Future farmers of America.
Welcome back to the U.S. Army Halftime Show. I'm here with Principal Matthew Culleton of Ledford High School. How many years have you been at Ledford?
This is my second full year at Ledford.
Second full year at Ledford. And what were some of the successes that happened for the school last year?
Yeah, last year was a good year for us, not only athletically, but in the classroom. We saw some really good improvements in some of our state exams. And we were really proud of our graduation rate went up about 5 points to about 90% of our kids graduating in 4 years. So that was really good for us.
Wow. And what are some of the things that you're looking forward to in this school year?
For this school year, just a lot of the same. Still make some improvements in the classroom, work hard every day, get the kids to the graduation point, continue to have positive culture at the school, want kids to come in and really look towards getting kids in careers.
Thank you for your time. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Earlier this week, we sat down with Marcus Colton of the U.S. Army, and here's what he had to say.
My educational journey in the Army has been fantastic. So receiving my undergraduate degree as well as my master's. My MOS is similar to UPS. If it fits, it ships. I'm a logistician by trade. As a reservist, the Army will set you apart. You can learn skills and get certifications through the Army that you can use in your everyday occupation. So the healthcare perks are amazing. Absolutely no co-pays, so that's no money out of your pocket.
Night lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country.
Curtis doesn't like what he sees, takes for himself, now towards the left sideline, still on his feet, still up, Tic Tac twirls in, and goes over the goal line.
comes loose, and Sanderson recovers.
Throws deep. Blair brings it in. Jadon Blair wrestling to the 15.
Oh, Notre Dame fans, you gotta love seeing that one. Jadon Blair.
Ball in the air, and it's intercepted.
Oh.
Coming down with it is Emilion Johnson, who made the pick and takes it back to the 41-yard line.
Carpenter looks to throw. He will. It's intercepted in the end zone by the Red Devils. And bringing it out, looking for a big return. Here comes St. Clairsville off to the races. All the way back for the score, Gage Wolf.
Now he steps up, wants to go for it all up the right side and pulled down at the 20. Inside the 20 again is Katori Marion.
The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services is proud to present you with this medical game plan.
Well, the most important thing is for everyone 6 months and older to get their updated flu and COVID-19 shots as soon as possible. Those vaccines can really help you to stay healthy so you won't miss out on a family gathering or a day at work or a Friday night football game. And most importantly, these vaccines can help protect us from some of the serious health complications that can arise from flu or from COVID-19. For example, vaccines cut your risk of being hospitalized for flu or for COVID by about half. So both of these vaccines have been updated for the new flu and COVID-19 virus strains that we expect to be spreading throughout this fall and winter. These vaccines are safe and effective, and they're our best line of defense as we head into the fall and winter respiratory virus season. Let's take last year, for example. People who did get the updated COVID-19 vaccine were 54% less likely to get COVID-19 than people who didn't. And people who skipped their flu shot were twice as likely to need medical help for the flu. When we look at the data, it's clear that getting vaccinated makes a big difference.
MySpot.nc.gov is available as an online resource from your North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. Check it out for the latest information about where to find flu and COVID-19 vaccines near you and opportunities for free vaccines. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services is proud to present you with this medical game plan.
We are here with Lily of the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. How did the fair go this year?
It was awesome. We had over almost 265,000 attendees. The weather was great. There was not a cloud in the sky any of the days. It was awesome. It was a great time, especially my first time working for the fair.
That's great. So with the fair being over now, what can people expect on the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds?
We are jumping right into ice and all things Carolina Thunderbirds hockey. We are working to get the ice down next week, and we will start public ice skating very soon. We actually have our Skate and Scare event on October 27th from 1 to 3 p.m. And if you come dressed in a costume, you can ice skate for free.
Sounds fun. So what was your favorite part throughout the whole entire fair?
Honestly, just trying all the new foods. I think I ate something at the fair every single day. Not good for my wallet, but definitely good for my stomach. And just seeing all the people and all the memories families and friends make together at the fair. It's awesome.
It is awesome. Thank you for your support. Back to you, Evan.
Man, Matt Gibson, our fair expert. Thank you so much for the insight. Fun first half here at Oak Grove High School. It's homecoming, of course.
Nice.
So we got homecoming courts. We got a lot of running for Karson Williams and a pretty high-scoring first half.
It was a great first half.
Look at those rushing yards. 237 yards on the ground. Now, penalties a bit high, but Oak Grove got out early. Ledford fought back, but a great end of the quarter for Oak Grove.
You know what? Oak Grove just got going in the second quarter, and it was on. And, you know, again, Ledford, I think, came out throwing and trying to get it done, and Oak Grove just stepped on the pedal, and here we are.
That's a dominant night for Oak Grove, plus 140 in yardage. And how about some highlights from that first half? Because it was fun to see early on the explosive plays for Oak Grove really make things happen.
Got going, and like I said, Karson Williams, awesome.
48-yard kick to get things started. And a little bit of fight here from Shively.
Great play here. Good defensive play. Nice job. Went up, took the ball away from him.
And then Muscles Magoo himself, Bennett, one of his 2 scores.
They kept fighting, though. You know, Ledford there in the second quarter. I mean, into the first, it was on. Then you started giving it to this dude. Makes you look good. Nice play into the boundary. Good pitch, good catch. Put it in the zone.
It was a dominant second quarter, and Karson Williams put the button on top.
Yeah, I mean, here we can get a good high five out of it. Nice. You and your buddy. You'll remember that. It'll be a good picture down the road.
And the homecoming court is announced. Congratulations. We got queens all over the place. We'll take a timeout here at Midway. Welcome back to Oak Grove High School. Not only a reunion for these nearby rivals, but for our broadcast crew tonight. Legendary coach Adrian Snow with us. Thank you for joining us first.
I'm glad you guys have me. I'm at the bottom of the barrel, and you had to deal with me, but it's been fun. I'm having a great time.
And one of your former players, Matt Gibson, who was an excellent high school player, excellent collegiate player, got a time in the NFL as well. You guys are reunited tonight. Kind of neat to have you guys back together.
He's awesome. I mean, I always just remember being around him. He always had the best smile, and he was just such a good young man. Now he's not young anymore, but he's not old either. So, but
can we turn back the clock 15 years and go back to signing day when you and Matt were setting him up for a trip to Wingate?
Lord, look at the fat guy on the right over there. Good gosh. And Matt, I'm sorry I didn't get my hair cut before that. Normally have it all dolled up.
Coach, now I remember that day like it was yesterday. I remember the day before that you came into the cafeteria and told me, hey, Matt, Wingate is about to offer you. That was my only scholarship offer, so I remember that day vividly. And then the next day, signing on that dotted line.
I remember talking to Coach Long during that time, and was like, listen, the kid's going to be special. And he was like, Coach, we're not sure. Da, da, da. So I'm telling you, you do it, you will never forget it. And he did, and the dude played for him for 4 years, and they came back and was like, Snow, thanks. I mean, he's awesome.
They don't regret it.
No, they didn't.
All those memories later. What a great connection there. Speaking of coach, not only Coach Adrian Snow, but Chris Doby down on the sideline.
Coach Doby, what was your message to your team going into halftime?
Eliminate the mistakes, penalties, drop balls, missed assignments, gang tackle. If you don't help your teammate, you put yourself in a situation where you give up 38 points. We've been inconsistent. We've been consistently inconsistent on defense. We come out with a good game plan the first quarter and played the way we are capable of playing. And then all of a sudden we decide that we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot over and over and dig more holes. That's what we've done. We've got to correct that. We worked on some adjustments in the halftime, and we've just got to go play. That's a good team over there. You can't shoot yourself in the foot against a mediocre or a bad team, or you're in the same hole you are right now. A good team's going to bury you.
So good luck in the second half, Coach. Back to you, Evan.
That was an interesting halftime speech. I know you've sat on a few of those in your day.
You know what's great? I'm sitting up here fired up. I think I'd want to go down there and get going because that's the kind of guy he is. And, you know, they've got a lot of tradition, a lot of pride there. They'll play hard in the second half.
That's a great coach, and Chris Doby, 20 years on staff and now multiple years as the head coach. Longtime DC in the heart of Ledford. His club, though, down big here, and the defense goes to work first to start the second half.
Maybe onside kick it.
How about that? Onside kick out of the break, and Oak Grove scoops it up. Good recovery by Daniel Honeycutt, the tight end.
Oh, Evan up here, he's probably going to have a bruise on his arm. I've hit him a few times just getting excited. So, you know, tried it, see what happened. Now Oak Grove got a great field position.
What's the solution defensively here for Ledford?
Again, I think Coach has got to tackle. Again, in the option, you got to squeeze. You got to get it out of Carson's hand. Get it out of his hands. And you can take him away if you'll squeeze it and make sure he doesn't have it. They can do some other things to get it to him, but that's a big key.
178 yards rushing for Karson Williams in the backfield. Here's the first play of the second half. Williams again, and not much room.
It's a great start. Great start. Again, they did the same thing. Arc the tackle, they're reading the end, and did a good job. The end squeezed, and hey, they rallied to the ball.
That is Jaden Barnes, the tailback. Oak Grove typically in blue uniforms, but tonight they flipped it for a brand new black reveal, so he changed numbers this week. He's wearing number 9. Now it's Barnes again. There's a broken tackle, but good team defense. And just a gain of 1 on second down.
And again, that's where Coach is on. Again, just finish it. I mean, you're right there, and you know he's got to finish the tackle. And again, Carson's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but again, he's got people there to make plays. Make them.
Jaden Barnes, 25 rushes on the year for the junior. There's Jaden Glenn and Karson Williams, 3 guys who've been explosive offensively. An Oak Grove team that came in scoring 38 points a game. Now third down, quick toss, right at the sticks, and that's going to be real close.
Oh, Brian Moore give him the spot, and here we are.
Damon Johnson the catch, and they give him the first.
Just throw the hitch, nothing wrong with it. Just push it out there, put it in space, get it to him, make the catch, get vertical.
I'm surprised they're giving Johnson that much space on that.
The problem is you got to do some things because you got to get more people in the box.
Now Crescent Ford first down. Williams hanging on for dear life as a man jumps on his back and a 15-yard run. The tackle there by the leaping linebacker. That was Gunnar Broom.
Big first down, get them going. Coach, now the good thing is you're getting some other people some carries too. Again, counter, kick it, wrap. Safety misses the tackle. That's why you get a first down.
Quarterback elects to keep, and he's brought down. Good pursuit. Trent Silvestri, his 6th stop.
Nice job. We got it out of the dive back's hands. Get it to the quarterback, and Flo makes the play.
How vital is that penetration here?
Yeah, it's big. I mean, you got to squeeze it. You got to make sure 9's carrying it, and now you rally to the ball. Again, assignment football an option.
Another option run, and Bennett goes up the sideline. Sets up 3rd and medium.
Again, I'm telling you, just watching it, there's something about staying into the boundary, and they found something that they like, and they're being successful doing it.
We saw Bennett go to the other side of the field in a reverse touchdown. Here's 3rd down.
Good discipline there, didn't draw them off sides.
Grayson Treadway, 9 touchdowns to 1 pick. He's been really efficient. Here's 3rd and 4. Treadway, quick toss, another first down. Johnson. Damon drags the pile inside the 5. Big run for the 6'3" senior.
Yeah, again, the coverage is all dictated by what you're trying to do up front, and that's a big key. And again, there's playing off of them. Take it. If they're going to give you 6 or 7 and you can break a tackle, you can get 8 or 9 out of it.
Damon Johnson, that's a big dude in the middle of the field, 6'3", 220. Now into the red zone. Barnes bounces, nice pursuit, and a tackle.
Nice job squeezing it, ran counter.
That's Braden Varner, the running back / linebacker.
Again, run counter, they squeezed it, made a good play. Nice job there. Again, great play by the linebacker there. Get in there and make something happen.
And then you let big Sean Shively jump on top of you.
I don't know if I'd want him jumping on top of me.
You let the trash eater into the building, the space eater. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, at least you got to look at it the positive. They didn't jump off sides. Now you got to make a play down here in the red zone.
Oak Grove wants a 5th straight scoring drive. Quarterback elects to run and scores.
The man Treadway's coming on, isn't he?
Grayson Treadway, he's got 2 scores tonight.
Yeah, he's running it. He's very efficient at what he's doing. He's doing a good job.
The Oxner and Permar touchdown. We make wrongs right.
This coach says he tries to he wants to get it to people, but sometimes he can make a play.
So Treadway joins the party. 5th different player to score tonight for Oak Grove.
Eli puts between the uprights.
Much better kick there for Fulcher. We'll take the timeout. Quick start for Oak Grove. A 4-minute scoring drive, and it's the QB, Grayson Treadway, joining the touchdown party here in Midway. We also want to thank fans joining us on our live stream, YouTube and Facebook. Novant Health, best physicians, amazing nurses, remarkable care. On a cool fall night here in Midway, North Carolina, right on the edge of the Winston-Salem line. Although, kind of funny enough, technically the high school is in Winston-Salem in the city grounds.
It's got the address. I live in Clemens, but I live in Davidson County.
All intertangled here with Adrian Snob, Evan Budrovich, Matthew Gibson on the sideline, Lori Bates producing it up, and Drew DeMarcantonio. Can't forget about him, our director. Here's a kick return. Options for the weaving Greer, and he gets tripped up around the 20.
Get vertical, get vertical. He didn't go in the zone. Hey, here we go. Again, now coming out of the second half, starting the second half, get something positive early.
It was a high passing yardage first half, 180 yards, but interception, couple of turnovers, slowed down Ledford.
Yeah, again, it's exactly. The interception was big, and I think, as Coach says, a lot of it was self-inflicted. Again, I ain't going to take something away from Coach Maxwell's defense. They've played well there too, but a lot of it they caused some own errors.
There's the first-year starter, Karson Phillips, feeding McClendon. He wants to stretch, and nowhere to go. Bradley Bird with his 12th tackle. That dude is everywhere.
Yes, he is. Little power read here. We're going to basically, the quarterback's going to run it up and run power, or we're going to run outside zone.
Bradley Bird in his 4th career game, Adrian, he led the team as a captain. He was calling plays. Like, this dude's only a sophomore. His ceiling is really high.
Yeah, he's a really good player. Like I said, just watching him play, Coach talked about how he's growing as a leader too, which is awesome.
There's 2nd and 11. Now a screen. Nearly picked by Bradley again. So Kendra Harrison is the top-rated recruit in 2026 for next year. I think Bird's got to be the top-rated sophomore in the state. This guy's everywhere.
The guy knows how to play. I mean, he knows where the ball's at, and that's a big thing. He got a nose for it, and he gets there, and when he does, he has bad intentions.
In 2 years, he has 250 career tackles, and he's only played a year and a half.
Yeah, I think he might be the all-time career tackle leader, and he's only a sophomore.
He is at Oak Grove all time.
Yes.
He's getting real close to the state records. We're just halfway through his 2nd year. Now 3rd and 11. There's time. Hands and a tip drill. Good coverage by Aiden Murphy on the pass for Talon Beam.
Just a little behind him. If he led him a little bit, maybe had a chance to make that play. Good job of the DB, though. Get his hand in there, knock it down. And now here we are. We got 4th down.
You mentioned tackle leaders in the state. So Bird is 5th. It's actually a nearby product. Garrison Dibble of Atkins High School, 120 tackles coming in.
It's a lot of tackles.
His teammate has 110 tackles. So I do wonder if the stats are spot on, but he's making a lot of plays.
I'll be honest, yeah, tackles are tough because, I mean, if you jump on a pile, do we count it as a tackle? Sometimes there's some gray in there.
Good news, everyone gets in on the fun. Here's the punter, onto Veros. Fair catch. Whoop.
Let's go.
Saves the 5 for 10 extra yards there.
That's it. That's what you want. Fair caught it, came and caught it. That's big. It's tough. I'm telling you, catching a punt might be one of the toughest things to do in football.
As you look at this Oak Grove team, they're ranked 6th in the 3A rankings. It was the Hickory Red Tornadoes who won the title last year. How can Oak Grove go deep? How can they continue this playoff
I think
run?
the great thing about what they do offensively in the option, a lot of people don't see it, so it just makes it tough. Wofford used to start this with a gun, running this, and really good at it.
Back on the ground, Treadway keeps, and he's dragged down. Good pursuit by Varner. An Oak Grove team that's made the 2nd round. They made the 3rd round a year ago, but now to get up with the likes of a 71st, of a Hickory who's won a state title, what will it take to get to that 4th and 5th round?
Well, the great thing is they're grading the kicking game, which is good, but you also got to play great defense. If you're going to play deep in November, you got to be really good on defense. Like I said, Coach Maxwell's done a great job with that group, and they've got some players.
Treadway goes back to work on 2nd down. Feeding the dangerous Williams, who picks up the 1st. That's 200 yards rushing for Karson Williams. Well, that's one solution to go deep in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about it is you got to have a great player, and they do that. But the cool thing about it is right now they've spread the wealth. I mean, they've got it to other people, and those kids are making plays.
Over 400 yards of offense for Oak Grove tonight. Quarterback keeps. Treadway finds Williams. who turns out of a couple defenders. The stop there by Marshall Brown.
Nice job stringing it out defensively. And I always say you let Flo make the tackle the pitch. And guys are coming and the safeties and people are down there. And, hey, did a good job. Got him for a 1-yard gain.
You ever seen Flo, the insurance salesman? She's always in every commercial.
Always in every commercial.
Yeah, Flo saves the day. How about a 2nd and 9 here? No insurance needed. Instead, it's the strong man, Bennett, getting out of bounds after 3 yards.
Just another little pitch and catch, right? You don't want to be pitching and fetching. You want to pitch and catch. So it's been really cool. Get it out there. Let the guy make some plays.
Well, Bennett's been fetching pretty well. 6 receptions, 60 yards. That's his season best tonight.
Coach is doing a good job directing traffic over here on the sidelines. Coach Rolfus getting them right.
On a night where Jackson Cromer, 3rd leading receiver, is in a boot, he's unavailable. Different guys stepping up. Treadway a little short of his target. It wasn't the Bo Nix throw from a night ago where he overthrew 2, but right on target.
I don't know if you know, there was a guy in the end zone standing there doing jumping jacks. Missed him.
Yeah, watch the long running streak guy here.
He's down there doing, doing jumping jacks. But, you know, wide receivers, they're just like 7-11. They're open all the time, man.
So Jaden Glenn couldn't squeeze it.
I've never seen one that tells me they were covered, ever.
Well, that one was truly open.
Yeah,
he was jumping up.
I would agree with him on that one.
So Eli Fulcher on for his 2nd field goal. This is 41 yards. Made it from 48 earlier. And that one's good.
Ain't nothing but a thing, baby.
That would have easily been good from 50. And let's take the timeout. It's the Eli Fulcher show. We got a 41-point game in this backyard brawl. Plenty more when we return to Midway. Coming up in the 4th quarter, stick around for our Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Player of the Game. The Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, your one-stop shop for entertainment. And then we'll have our My48 Play of the Game, My48 Sports, your home for local sports. There may be a high five mixed in to that highlight.
That would be my bet.
I'm not going to hedge my bet too early, but I think it's time to put in your numbers before the clock closes. Also, our Linder Turf and Tractor scoring summary. Score a great deal with your next Kubota at Linder Turf and Tractor. You ever ridden one of those Kubotas before?
Nice.
You sitting, feeling on cloud 9, driving around,
yeah,
cutting some grass.
Nothing wrong with it.
I feel like as a coach, you probably cut some grass pregame from time to time.
I'll tell you what, that is one thing I do miss. I miss a lot of things, but I miss mowing grass.
With a longtime West Forsyth head coach Adrian Snow, Evan Budrovich. Midway through this 3rd quarter, all Oak Grove since it was 10-7 midway through the 2nd quarter. And that kick does stay in bounds. It goes into the end zone.
It's just a weapon. I mean, you know, you got to drive 80 yards every time. And that's a big deal. Again, that helps playoff seeding or playoff time, because now you always know they got to go 80.
And unlike in the college and pro level where they move the kicks a little farther forward.
Correct.
If you're a good kicker in high school, that's a weapon.
I can tell you, I think before it's all over, we'll eventually go to what they're doing in the NFL.
25?
And well, then and putting them all together.
Oh, bunching them up.
Yep,
yeah.
Yep. I think there's a chance that would happen.
Only 2 kick return touchdowns in the NFL this year, but a lot more movement with the new rules. So after the kick touchback, here's the backup quarterback in. Pardon me, that's Phillips running, but he gets dropped for a couple yards.
Yeah, just another set where you had 2 H-backs side by side, just trying to run a little quarterback outside zone and miss some blocks and didn't go well.
And Phillips is coming off his best game as a quarterback, 255 yards passing. He's had a couple drops tonight.
And you know, when you have the drops, I mean, those kids don't mean to drop it, but it's one of those situations where it's a psyche thing.
Now 2nd and 15. There's Greer. Greer's got some moves. Greer breaks it loose for 14 yards. What a run on 2nd down.
I think that's about the 3rd time we tried to run the screen, and both times we've dropped it. Now we catch it, and you look what happens when you do. It's just, I mean, get you something positive.
Chance to extend the drive. Phillips has it for 2 yards. How does this kind of drive move Ledford forward throughout the season?
I think you got to show pride here, right? That you're just going to continue to play. That you're not going to lay down and let them clock you here. You want to fight, and I think that's the thing. Again, that's a Dobie thing. That's who he is, and I think his kids will respond.
Dobie noted the inconsistency. This should be a good drive to help start the 2nd half after the Crescent Ford 1st down. Play action. Wants the home run ball, and it's almost picked. Arguably good defense there.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. Came back and made a play to try to make sure they didn't. I think my notes said Coach talked about consistently inconsistent.
Because Jaden Bowler and Marquez Harden thought they had picks.
Close.
Instead they have snapshots.
Yes.
Or Polaroids.
Yes.
Or film.
Ain't many Polaroids down here.
Little Kodak film. You know it's back now. It's like,
is it?
That's in style.
Oh man!
Oh, yeah, to let
need
the
to
Kodak
get one of
develop
those
and let it sit there for 20 minutes and come to form. Here's the snapshot tonight. Williams 200 yards rushing for Oak Grove. He's led the show and a tipped catch. Greer's got the first. Great play.
Nice catch. Nice. Made a play to get the 1st down. Great job. Throw the hitch. Nothing wrong with it. Get something positive.
It reminds me of when Terrell Owens took a snapshot of himself in the end zone. He pulled a camera out from his sock.
Imagine that.
Him and Chad Ochocinco have had great touchdown celebrations.
Yes, probably drove the coach crazy.
And Chad Greer doing it himself with the 1st down reception. They're in midfield. McClendon gets the fake. There's a catch for Beam, who's backpedaling. Uh-oh, Beam's going the wrong way.
Yeah.
But great forward progress actually gives him a gain of half a yard.
Well, at the end of the day, he catches. He's trying to make something happen. Just catch it and get vertical. Again, I see what he's trying to do, but at that point, catch it, get vertical.
Because Bradley Bird's coming.
Yeah, cool. Well, you run in there. I always said you're trying to beat 1 instead of 10. 10 are in there. You got to try to get outside.
Bird had 10 first half tackles. I've counted at least 4 in the 2nd half.
I won't doubt it.
This guy is electric. The fact he didn't win Homecoming King, I'm kind of disappointed. Here's a reverse. Double pass. Caught! Wow, big play, Adam Greer.
Nice throw, nice catch. A little flea flicker action. Ran it, gave it back to the quarterback, and here we are. Nice throw, nice catch. Hey, they're fighting, and that's what the coach wants.
How about Noah Davis, the OC, pulling one out?
Can't beat it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. At this point, let them all out. Good catch.
Here's a quick run to McClendon. And the running game, that's the biggest run of the night for 7.
Well, I think it's one of those things. It's a tempo thing. After you hit big plays, you don't give them a chance to sulk. You just get right back on the ball and keep going, which is a good.
Big drive for Adam Greer, who's a basketball standout. First year playing football.
Coach Davis trying to draw something up over here. Moving the H-backs.
Entering the Cook Reynolds red zone on 2nd and 5. Phillips goes short and in. Touchdown. Nice snag for Talon Beam, his 3rd score.
Nice job there. Good job. Sprint out, flood route. 1 short, 1 middle, 1 deep. Hit the middle guy for 6.
Much like the scoring drive in the 1st half, that was a productive move down the field, 6 plays.
And like I said, I mean, I think now going for 2.
So in a 35-point game, you start doing some math. Maybe some algebra 2 for those in high school.
Ooh.
2-point play is picked off. That's a dead ball, but what a pick for Jaden Bowler. He's been waiting to get one of those tonight.
Yeah, and good play by him, rallying up, making the play. But, you know, again, running here, sprint out, great job back, and he hits the middle guy, and there you are. Get 6.
He knew it.
Yeah, that's good. Great catch, great throw.
How about the carrying hands of Talon Beam?
Nice.
On the touchdown.
You know, Coach talked about Phillips and what he dealt with, and he had an injury when he was a sophomore, and, you know, it's just been tough on him with that, but he's came back and played real well for him.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by those caring hands of Talon Beam. Caring hands, hands-on, compassionate care around the clock. You noted Karson Phillips. He missed all of last year, got injured at the start of August with that knee injury.
Yeah.
And then Shea Ragland was a receiver. He became the quarterback. So 2 years in the waiting. Here's Karson Phillips, now the starter. And despite the score, I think he's done a great job tonight.
No, he has. Again, like I said, there's some things that just, again, they're self-inflicted wounds, which is not good.
Graham Mitchell to boot of the way. This is a live return. Oh, cutting it back goes Raekwon Fleming. Raekwon! Not as fun as Mafuth, but pretty good. And it's Raekwon to the 41.
Nice job. Got vertical, made something happen. You know, he's a guy that's up there in the middle. Sometimes don't probably get it as much, but when he did, he made it happen.
Raekwon Fleming, the junior, says, hey, Coach, I got some tape.
Yeah, let it happen. That's good.
I can be a return specialist. Those are great moments when you see.
No, it's great. Yeah, at the end of the day, he got to be a part, and when he had an opportunity, he made the best of it.
Speaking of young kids, new quarterback for Oak Grove. This is Tristan Stiers, who has 2 career completions, the first-year junior on the varsity. Stiers goes to the ground. This is Bryce Atkins, young tailback, and he'll get 4 yards.
This is big. You want to get your people that don't get to play as much from reps, because you never know. You're one play away. And here, Stiers played for me at West Forsyth. Good kid. He came to Oak Grove, and he's doing a good job for him. And like I said, it's been good.
So Stiers, and my apologies, Blake Atkins now in at running back. So a lot of new faces late in the third quarter. You can also tell it's a little cold tonight. Stiers keeps grabbing that pocket. He feeds Atkins. Oh, Atkins slicing through and tripped up at the 10.
You know what's cool about these runs? I look at the coaches, and the coaches getting excited. Not that they're doing anything to try, but they got kids that don't get to play as much, and they're making plays. It's cool, because that's what you want to see.
Treadway finishes with 2 touchdowns, 122 yards, and in comes Atkins with a nice run.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's cool. I'm fired up for those kids, man.
Into the Cook Reynolds red zone. Here as we tick to the final minute of the third quarter. Feed it back to Atkins. And he's dragged down. Good stop by Ledford.
Nice job up the middle for Ledford. Doing a good job rallying the ball. Squeezed it, took care of it.
The Ledford Panthers, who were 3-5, basically playing for their playoff lives with Ashboro and North Davidson coming up the next 2 weeks.
Once again, North Davidson game's big for them too, because that was a big major rival for those guys back in the day, and it still is.
Ledford will have to go 500 to qualify for the playoffs. They'll need to win the next 2 games, and it looks like Sean Shively's coming out for a play.
Yeah, Russ and the boys told him he needed to go over the sideline for a play for something.
So then the poor backup lineman's getting his gloves on before the snap. Vadkin Keene is like, wait, that's my turn? Stiers keeps, and he's dropped for a loss. Great pursuit, and the tackle from Seth Wiley.
Again, the great thing is, you know, as Ledford, they're still playing. You know, which is nice. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We all know what's going on here, but at the end of the day, they keep playing hard, and they keep fighting the fight.
That was one area Chris Dobie noted. He loves how his team has competed despite the score this year. Back-to-back losses in the league, but they're showing some grit. As we head to the fourth quarter here in Winston-Salem. Oak Grove well on the way to a homecoming win. We'll put the closing touches on the fourth quarter when we come back. Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter. Tristan Steyer's in at quarterback. Quick toss and a slam to the ground. Nice tackle from Garrett Parton. He's got some caring hands. Closed captioning for tonight's games brought to you by Caring Hands. Hands-on, compassionate care around the clock.
Garrett Parton, that's the one Coach talked about. Has just a weight room guy, worked hard. You know, is one of those guys that he uses a lot of times, how hard he works as an example. Young kid, sophomore, doing some good things for him.
Really setting the tone with that hard hit. Part of our Caring Hands Home Health sponsorship tonight. It's the Eli Fulcher show. He wants a third field goal from 48, from 41, and now from 35.
Such a weapon.
Fulcher. He's got plenty of leg, and he almost hits our camera op up there on the scissor lift. That's good.
Nice. Yeah, that's big. Again, those things will help you down the road. I mean, you just get used to snapping it, kicking it, blocking for it, and it's been good.
I'll say, even in a tough score like this, that Ledford student section is still having a blast over there.
It's what it's about. It's about the people. You know, my daughter, she's a part of the West Wackos at West Forsyth. It's a part of the experience. I've told her, talk about going to college, she's a senior. She's got to go somewhere where they play football. She can't go anywhere. She's got to play football. She said, well, it's about you wanting to play. No, it's about the experience. It's about the Friday nights. It's about the Saturdays. It's a part of it. That's what you want to do at this time.
Who's the leader in the clubhouse right now?
Oh, Lord. She's got great taste. I don't know what she's going to do. She talks about going to places that are really too expensive for her mom and dad to pay for.
Bring up the finance part of it.
Yes.
I hope the best for your daughter, of course.
Yeah, she took after mama. She's smart.
Maybe she can go to Wake Forest just down the road.
Yeah, about $90K a year. Y'all gonna have to let me do a bunch of games, I can tell you that. There's not that many games we can do.
Yeah, the good news, Eli Fulcher could be on to a college opportunity. This kid can really boot it, the junior, who used to be a two-way player, soccer and football. Now he's full-time kicker.
You know, Coach talked about how he was one of the better ones he'd been around. He was at North Davidson when Dunn and those guys were there. I mean, he's been in some good places. That's seen some good kickers.
Another Fulcher boot that goes into the end zone. And you're right, it really suffocates a Ledford kick return.
Well, I'll be honest, one time you kind of didn't practice it because they knew you used to waste time on it because guess what? He's going to put it in the zone. I mean, he didn't do it, I think, maybe twice tonight, but at the end of the day, it's been pretty consistent.
Reagan had a kicker last year who went to Baylor. There's been some local kickers that have done really well in this.
We've had great kicking around here, to be honest with you. We've had some really successful ones.
The Chris Saylor Kicking Academy is also with some Charlotte connections.
Yeah, good people.
A lot of good kickers in the local area. Don't sleep on your kickers. Phillips feeds McClendon to start this fourth quarter drive.
Again, this is a good time to get some people in there and get them some reps. Get some reps on tape that you can basically evaluate and try to get them to be better and do better things. And it's good, like I said, good to get them to play.
For Oak Grove, they're now fighting for a league title. Montgomery Central next week. Central Davidson, who's moving to 3-0 in the league. That's a huge matchup at the end of the year.
Could be a big one.
Oh, hold on. Oh, the lineman moving. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're ready for this. Oh, quick snap. Options, 1v1, and a gain of 3. I'll give Oak Grove credit for stopping that.
Yeah, a little water bucket play.
There was a lot of eye candy.
Yeah, swinging gate, put the lineman got to be in motion.
Oh, here we go.
Cool.
Look how happy they are.
Yeah, you know what, do some things, put some things on tape. Some people got to defend.
Sets up 3rd and short. Everyone's confused.
There's not enough men on line of scrimmage.
The snap goes off. Phillips heaves, wide open. Chavis, he's off and running. And it's dragged down around the 10, but wait, there's a flag.
The linemen were not on the line of scrimmage.
Oh.
Too many men in the backfield.
It's like the 4th big play that's been called off tonight.
Yeah, you know, the one thing about this is it's something they're doing. They're trying to gain an advantage, but sometimes you've not done it a lot. It's not something that you probably say, hey, so now you got to get lined up, you got to do stuff, and it just makes it a little tough for them to do. most linemen are not used to basically asking the official if we're on the line of scrimmage.
They're used to just putting their hand on the ground and being on the line of scrimmage.
They know they're going to be on the line of scrimmage. Hey, we're back at it again, though.
Chris Dobie and his staff with Noah Davis, the OC, trying some new stuff. Wait, okay, now everyone's lined up, I think. How about this?
They're trying.
Third and all the linemen on the left. There's the screen.
Double pass.
Greer gets tripped up. Nice tackle by Malik Hairston, the junior.
Sets up the double pass. I thought he might have done it.
You think it's coming right here?
I don't know.
And one of the Oak Grove players is down.
Yeah.
That's Jonathan Camposano, the senior.
Yeah, they're over attending to him. That's what's good about our area. We've done a great job with trainers in our area.
Thanks to our friends at Novant Health.
Yeah, they do a good job. Novant and Atrium do some different things for. I mean, I know like for Forsyth County we had Atrium, but.
So I think they're going to pause play here as they check on.
Yeah, I think they feel like he might be too close.
Camposano.
Yeah. Like my man Gary Russ, making sure it's all about safety. That's what you want to make sure it's great.
Also want to thank Jeremy Miller, the athletic trainers down there on the left, and then his whole staff working.
Yeah, that's what's great about it. We've done a great job in our area with basically getting trainers to be at our games, not at games but practices. Those people do a great job, and which is, man, it's awesome to have them. Because as a coach, back in the day, you used to tape ankles. You used to do all of it. You did, and guess what we did? Oh, you're all right. Go ahead. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just because we weren't trained to do that. You know, it's one of those. These people go to college to do it, and they do a great job at it. And they're an extension of the staff. They really are. If it's handled the right way, it's good. No doubt. He's an equipment guy too. So every year I get these calls from him, like, "Hey, Coach, I need a few of these little pieces of this and that." Coach Karson will call me and say, "Coach, my man's wanting all this stuff." So he like helps fix helmets, which is kind of cool. A lot of trainers don't do that, but which that's really not what they do. But some of them are good. Hey, we don't mind helping.
Add to the tool chest.
Yeah.
So let's see if the linemen can get lined up appropriately here on fourth down.
Hey, we got a little bit more time to do it, so it's kind of nice. And then feel like they're over
We have
here.
about 2 minutes to think this over. Okay, I need X amount of guys on the line.
So we got my left tackle over here. He's asking if they're still on the line, which is nice.
How about Big Maddox Tucker, the 6'3", 300-pounder, being like, "Hey, am I good?"
Yes. Never has asked if he's good in his career. Now he's having to ask.
The poor center is by himself. Jesse Guevara, the team captain at center.
Yeah, Coach likes Jesse. I can tell you that.
So fourth, and let's see what happens here. Phillips, oh no, he lost the snap, and that's a fumble. And sometimes you're thinking about all the different things, and there's a turnover.
Yeah, just wasn't ready for it.
Would have been a stop regardless, but now we'll take a timeout. Oak Grove with the football back. This backyard brawl advantage Oak Grove tonight here in Midway. How about that moon tonight?
One of the coolest things is I saw it come up over the trees in the beginning. I remember, again, one of my hits to your shoulder. Look at the moon.
That's an amazing night here in Midway.
I can tell you this, down at the trout hole down off the beach, the fish would be eating the bottom of the boat out, baby. It'd be great.
Adrian Snow, part fisherman, part analyst.
Love it.
There's Oak Grove starts with a rock after a turnover and a tackle for loss. Good pursuit. There are some new faces out there. Mason Scott, the stop.
You know, again, I give it to Ledford. I mean, they're still playing hard. I go back to Coach Dobie. I mean, that's who he is, and I think it's, you know, you don't feel good about the score, and nobody wants moral victories. But at the end of the day, hey, he asked them to play hard, and they are. And they're still playing hard.
A high school in Oak Grove that has not lost a league game in 15 straight. Relatively new program, only 8 years old, but they've had great success. Back on the ground, Atkins. He slices through, gets the yardage back.
Nice little jump cut by Atkins there, and gets vertical, which is really good. Yeah, you think about it, Oak Grove took from two really good schools that were really talented, and they got a great mix of kids, and it's helped them too.
How about three schools here up 64 that are separated by, what, 12 minutes? Maybe 15 minutes?
Literally are three, they look like they're in a row.
If they drew the district with like a straight line, they could connect all three schools.
Pretty close, pretty close. Connect the dots.
Rob Creson's club is rolling tonight in this backyard brawl. It was 10-7 in the second quarter, but all Oak Grove since. There's a run, a slip and slide, and just keep moving that pile. 4th and short coming up.
Nice job, ran a little counter in the boundary. Maybe a little power counter. They've added another. The H-back pulled too, the guard and the tackle pulled.
Coach, it's our guy Raekwon Fleming with that kick return, and now he's in.
Hey, that's good. I'm excited for him. He showed Coach, hey, listen, I can tote the rock a little too. Give it to me.
Had less than 10 carries all year, did Fleming, but he's earning time here on 4th down.
I remember Coach Smith back in the day. If when he put the guys in and they didn't play well, he would call timeout and get in them. Did not. So at the end of the day, he wanted you to be well, play well. Didn't matter if you were playing in the first half or the fourth quarter, you need to play well.
Here's an opportunity on 4th down. It's Atkins. He has the first, like a little groundhog out there, grinding it through for 5 yards.
Got up in the middle and just kept hanging on, and there you are. Got a first down.
The heavy stuff's not coming down for a while on Groundhog Day.
No, that's right, that's right.
Roto Tractor first down.
Ain't got there yet.
Look at that helmet, all beaten up with grass and dirt.
I know a guy can get that cleaned up.
I think I do too.
Maybe down the road, maybe down the road. Maybe sometime in December, how about that?
With Adrian Snow and Matt Gibson, I'm Evan Budrovich. Trophy presentation coming up in about 6 minutes. And next week we head to another mid-Piedmont 3A matchup, Central Davidson versus North Davidson.
Should be a good one too.
That game could have implications for the league title.
100%.
Stiers goes to Atkins, and he's spun down. Mason Scott's had a nice second half, the technician on defense.
Yeah, again, you know what? They're not giving up the ghost. We're not going to let them put another one in the zone. We're fighting the fight, and that's good. It's good to see those guys keep playing hard.
Mason Scott, the junior, he's already a captain on this defense.
That should tell you something about him. 100%. If we're going to call you a captain, that means you've done some good things. Looks like I'm milking the clock a little bit here and let it run down.
Here's 2nd and 12. High snap. Atkins just keeps turning. And he's like Dorian finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. And he gets a couple.
Counter back into the boundary. Hey, kept playing, kept fighting hard. And, hey, those Ledford Panthers kept going too. Let's see what you're going to do here. 3rd and 9. Probably still going to ground and pound. Let that clock keep running.
You know, they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Let's see if a 3rd down play can do the same. Stiers goes back to his running mate. Atkins, touchdown. No shoe, no problem.
Nice play. Ran counter back in the boundary, what we would call gate, the guard and the H-back.
And a spoonful of the Atkins diet lets the medicine go down. What a start for Oak Grove.
Nice play. Good job. Great for that kid.
There's the shoe.
And he got a shoe for a touchdown.
First career score for Blake Atkins.
That's what's cool. Again, you watch those guys, the coaches get excited for them. You know, those kids play hard and they work hard too. You know, it's been good to see them get to play. And look, you know, it's good. William, look at him. He's over there dapping him up. He's in that running back group. It's been good. That's cool.
Oak Grove, 58 points. I did not have that on my bingo card. It's the Blake Atkins show in the fourth quarter. We got plenty more for Midway. Welcome back to what's called the Backyard Brawl, and Oak Grove has thrown the latest punches. 58 points, that's a new season best for the Grizzlies.
A few haymakers, couple jabs.
And then Blake Atkins with the final blow, his first career touchdown. These two longtime Mid-Piedmont rivals. They've had a couple overtime games in the series, but Oak Grove's about to win their 6th straight over Ledford. A rare kick not into the end zone.
No,
it was in the end zone. Okay.
Ball's just got across the plane.
You look at Oak Grove right now, ranked 6th in all of 3A football. That put them in a really good seed on this western side of the bracket.
Yeah, you want to play at home as long as you can, and there's some good ones on this side. Like I said, Hickory's very talented. Dudley's talented. I mean, there's some good teams. But again, what they do offensively, and right now the way they're playing defensively, gives them they'll be in the games, no doubt about that.
Dudley's got an elite wide receiver crew. Nasir Newkirk and Cordell Bartley both playing Division I football next year.
Yeah, they got some frisbee catching dogs.
One at Liberty, one at South Florida next year for Dudley. Here's the running game of McClendon, and he barrels into one. He'll get 8 hard-earned yards. Playing a bad hamstring tonight.
Hey, you know what? He's gutted out. He's played hard, he's played well, and he's played well for Coach. He's fought the fight.
Top recruit in the state, Bryce Davis, will head to Duke next year. Duke's actually playing Florida State right now in Durham. More running. Big hole. Seth Wiley. He's got a touchdown.
There it is. Just keep playing, baby. Just keep playing.
Well, that's what the doctor ordered. Wiley, he'll take it 71 yards.
Yeah, great job there. A little jet sweep action. He broke a tackle, put it in the zone. Okay, keep playing hard. Just keep playing. That's all you can ask.
Well, Adrian, it's our highest scoring high school Friday Night Rivals game of the season.
Snow shows up, and that's what happened, baby.
Snow brings the offense to make it a 21-point outing. Jump ball. There you go. Nice play by Greer. And now we have 69 total, wait, bad at math, 79 total points.
I promise you, my toes don't go that far. I promise you that. I ain't going to get it done. Little jet sweep action. Tossed it up there to him. Got out there, got guys on the perimeter making some plays. Here you go.
And there's our guy, Dylan Anderson, the scout team linebacker. He's got no chance to catch the speedster Wiley.
Getting in there and getting some play, though. like I said, a good job blocking on the perimeter. Those guys getting out there, keep playing, which is really nice.
What a nice run. Longest run of the year for Seth Wiley, who scored from 71 and 70 this year. And there's the Ledford student section.
Hey, they're still here.
But where's our intern, Bella Montesa? We'll find her somewhere.
Still here, still playing.
She's a Ledford student, helps out the staff on Friday nights.
That's good, all right. Might onside kick it again here. This was always the worst as a coach because you got a hands team, right? So you want to put them out there. Most of the time your hands people were the kids when you really, in this situation, you're like, all right, do we do it? And then you're like, so it looks like they're just telling, hey, move up. Move up.
So let's see what Graham Mitchell has in store. Regular kick. Oak Grove elects to return. This is Giantazio, and he'll just fall down. How about our big moments of the game? Our Winston-Salem Fairgrounds player of the game. And it's Karson Williams breaking away.
Imagine that. This dude, he had a great play. And then on this run here, he's pulling his pants up and still makes a play. Just a great player, great vision, great jump cuts there, gets it in the zone.
203 yards for Karson Williams, maybe none better than this run.
Yeah, nice run. And him and his buddy get involved here at the end.
Giantazio and Williams, also our My 48 play of the game right there. That was a fun night for the Oak Grove offense.
It's going to be somebody's screensaver.
441 yards for Oak Grove, and they have a chance for a couple more plays.
Probably going to take a knee.
Yeah, that should be the final play of the game.
One of the greatest plays of all time, take a knee.
Second to the high five here on Williams' 70-yard touchdown.
Just a great job. Like I said, just great vision. You know, did a good job. And again, you got to give the guys on the perimeter. Again, I love it when those guys keep blocking, keep doing things, and it's been really good.
Karson Williams shines bright here at Midway. And a backyard brawl goes to Oak Grove, a homecoming victory as the Grizzlies move to 7-1.
Yeah, great win. Like I said, withstood that test in the first quarter, and then you got going, and hey, they broke it open.
Fun night for high school football. We'll have the trophy presentation when we come back. Welcome back to our Friday Night Rivals game of the week. Here's our Linder Turf and Tractors scoring summary. It was 10-7 early on, but a 34-point second quarter, the difference.
I would call it an explosion. It was a big explosion.
That was a great offensive night for Oak Grove. Karson Williams special as the team, 441 yards. And now it's time to celebrate. It was a fun night. Ledford played really hard tonight, just not enough, and then Oak Grove pulls it out.
Yeah, just didn't have enough firepower.
It's a matchup that's been a fun rivalry the last 8 years. These two clubs that are separated by just a handful of miles. Oak Grove now in great position to win the Mid-Piedmont. They'll have to win their next 2 games to do it. And Ledford now will have to win their next 2 games to make the playoffs.
Yeah, it sets them up. Again, like Coach said, every game's a conference championship now. When you got 6 teams in your league.
How about what's coming up next week? We'll stay in the league. Central Davidson, who's battling with Oak Grove for the title. They'll play North Davidson. That game, 7:30 next week. The Black Knights and the Spartans. But how about Matt Gibson with the winning team?
Coach, your team had a dominant performance, over 400 yards of offense. The player of the game, Karson Williams, he had 203 rushing yards on the game. Coach, how proud are you of this team?
Yeah, man, I can't be more proud of these guys. You know, we came out a little slow at the beginning of the game, but we found ourselves through the second quarter, and we just kind of kept our foot on the gas pedal. Proud of these guys, proud of our coaches, and having a great scheme, and excited to keep going.
Yes, sir. You said every game is like a conference championship game from here on out. How does this game prepare you for the rest of the season?
Well, that's a great ball club. We've played a lot of great ball clubs in this conference, and we're going to continue to do that the rest of the way. But we know every week we got to go 1-0 to win a conference championship, and that's the goal.
Yes, sir. Congratulations on your win. Celebrate with your team, Coach. Back to you, Evan.
Yeah, how about that? Celebrating a trophy, celebrating a win, and what a fun night for high school football.
Oh, great night. Homecoming, good experience, good job, and good win by the Oak Grove Grizzlies.
And hi, Mom, indeed. Thanks for joining us tonight. We want to thank Capital Metals for that trophy, Cook Rentals for the high end zone views, and Mountain Fried Chicken for the crew meal. Let's not forget our teams, our administrators, everyone involved here in the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds for making these broadcasts possible. Next week, we noted it, we'll stay in the Mid-Piedmont. North Davidson and Spartans of Central Davidson. For Drew DiMarcantonio, for Lori Bates, for all of our crew, Matt Gibson, for the coach, Adrian Budrovich, good night from Midway.